Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and wolves of all ages, Wolf here, Samurai Dolly, and we're going to be playing some more Star Wars FFG, the custom campaign I have. I'm going to unmute, and off we go. Alright, so, just recap. Thunder, when I'm just recapping and reading notes, can you handle the Destiny points when people roll, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You guys all finished up on session 8 at the with the Tiplar situation, and you all decided to go over to Ilum. So, what's going on at Ilum? Simply put, where's my note? 104th Wolf Pack has been stranded by CIS attacks. They do have Grandmaster Yoda with them. The Hut sector has expanded to encompass Kessel and Côte Solar and the Maw. The Mandalorians have taken control of the Neutral Powers Coalition. This is due to CIS threats and posturing. Kua and the Corellian sectors will now be known... now have unknown energy signatures and energy readings. I don't know why Jabba just on its own line. Okay.
Who's the last to roll?
Swagger.
Roll one of the Force die really quick.
I did.
No, the last person that needs to roll still.
That would be me.
Oh, I already rolled, so...
That would be your DM.
There was only 3 rolls. There was only 3 rolls.
Did you include me? I did say I rolled one light side.
Yeah, my brother
rolled one light side. Okay.
He did get one light. Okay, there we go. Okay. Don't know why I put Job on its own line. Nar Shaddaa, Anakin was chasing Ventress. The Rin has Ahsoka hunting a Dark Jedi. They're in the same sector. Yeah, Rin right there. Just above my Destiny points. I didn't recognize the name, so I had to think for a second. Solus, Yagdul, and the intersection northwest of Solus have the following: Separatist garrisons and hyperspace interdiction mines.
Mm-hmm.
The Maw also has a massive unknown energy reading.
I think our plan was to go to Kammino, pick up reinforcements, not reinforcements, pick up pretty much reinforcements, reinforce our, stuff, pick up my new Padawan, apparently, and, which, oh, yeah. Which I have the character sheets for somewhere. I know I do.
I know you do. You were making them and asking me about things, so I know you have them somewhere.
I know I sent them to you as well.
He probably did. So they probably also got buried, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Could I get a couple of sheets?
Couple of what?
Couple of character sheets, because apparently they didn't save.
It was a...
I think I made a couple in-game, but apparently they didn't save.
Yeah, here, let me find your thing here. How many do you want? Because there's one right there.
2. I need 2.
There you go. Okay. Does anyone have questions about the galactic map as it currently stands? I'm just going to slide these over and make them a little bit less annoying to me.
This is above table, but didn't I say that I had my family basically turn the neutral coalition into armed neutrality?
something to that extent. I am taking a little bit creative liberties on exactly how they go about that.
Okay.
Because I've got to make it fit into the plot line.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little less obnoxious to me. They're a little bit more lined up. Okay. And they're also taking less space. They're also taking less space on the board, which is more important. But, you know.
It sounds like somebody's OCD is kicking in.
Oh, shut the hell up, Phoenix. Moving on. Oh, hold up. Thunder. Use your astromech and your Padawan sheet, right?
Yes.
I actually have them behind the screen. Yeah, so...
Did you delete these then, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try real quick. Yoink.
Not that one, not that one, not that one. That was my main. That one's my main. The one on the very left.
Okay.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
I hit Control Z, and so... The
one in the middle was fine, but I saw your mouse immediately move to the left.
Okay.
Is why I...
Whatever you're doing with this one over here, you need to close it. The name stuff up there. For some reason I can no longer move this one.
Oh, it no longer will let me. It now fucking has that permanently open.
Stand
nice.
by. I can do a few janky things here. God, I love being able to hit Control Z a few times.
Experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Oh, my favorite show!
Okay, I can't go far back enough, apparently, so... Okay.
So basically, it's fucking... Didn't
work.
We just may have to reboot the entire table.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Nice.
I think we're back.
No, we're good. It's just... I'm doing...
So fucking back? Question mark?
You should be back, yes.
Statement, am I back?
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, shush. I don't know why why we suddenly lose access to move things.
There we go. Yeah, the character descriptors that... Okay. No. We're gonna have to fucking... In order to delete this one fucking thing, we're gonna have to reload the entire fucking thing.
Stand by. I'm looking something up. Alright. So, Thunder, you'll get the character sheets when you reach Kammino and things start to commence. Does everybody understand what's going on with the galactic map?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I actually wasn't really paying attention to your descriptions because I was more worried about... First of all, I was more worried about the...
Okay. Long story short, Ahsoka and Anakin are still hunting their equivalents over in the Hutt sector. The Hutt sector has expanded to include the Maw and... Castle. There is the Ilum sector has the 104th Wolf Pack still stranded with Grandmaster Yoda. They've been cut off by CIS attacks. The Mandalorians have taken control over the Neutral Powers Coalition.
And it basically turned it into armed neutrality.
To some extent, yes, but that's meta knowledge. You don't know that, hence why I'm not saying it. And this is due to the CIS making threats and all bunch of posturing, essentially.
To be fair, my character would know that.
Yeah, but you don't know entirely what's going on either. So
you might know, but you also don't really know.
You only know bits and pieces, and that's what little bits and pieces your family is able to actually get to you due to communications and shit.
But to be fair, I did tell my family to do that.
Yes, but you don't know exactly what the progress is. So, you don't know that. You don't know what's exactly going on. You have an idea of what they're going to try to do, but you don't know what they're doing. Alright. Kuwa and Corellian sectors have unknown energy readings. Nar Shaddaa, Anakin's chasing Ventress. On Rin, Ahsoka's hunting a Dark Jedi. Solist, Ragdul, and the intersection northwest of Solus have the following. Separatist garrisons and hyperspace interdiction mines. So if you look over here where the orange is, so Ragadul is over here in the inner rim. Solus is down here. And then there's this intersection over here. These three orange circles are garrisoned by the Separatist CIS forces and have interdiction mines. So, plot accordingly.
So I know that we were supposed to be going to Kammino, right?
You guys are planning to go down here to Kammino.
We're going to Kammino, but then we also had plans to go somewhere else, and I don't remember.
Ilum, way up here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, to help. It was to help Grandmaster Yoda. That's right.
Yoda and Wolf. Commander Wolf.
Yeah. Yoda, Commander Wolf, and I believe some
younglings.
Yeah,
younglings.
There's you couldn't. So the message you guys received was a little gurgled, but considering your knowledge of what goes on in Ilum, and that there was hints that there might be younglings involved, something about a trip went wrong. Because Wolf doesn't know what the hell is going on. All he knows is the Separatists are there. His boys and him that went to go reinforce Yoda are now cut off. So he doesn't exactly understand what goes on there. So,
yep. And as a Jedi Master, I do.
Yes. Oh God, what is UKR stuff? I wrote UKR on my screen and on the board, and I don't remember what the fuck it was. It was an abbreviation for something.
Yeah.
I'll probably remember like 5 days from now.
Right.
And then the Maw has a large energy signature of an unknown origins as well.
What was going on in the core worlds again?
Core worlds.
Sorry, yeah, it was something about Corellia and right?
I believe so. Yeah, Corellia. I have something in my notes actually. I think.
It's something
unknown
about Corellia.
Oh, yeah, I marked things wrong.
Unknown reading.
Unknown readings. Yeah, the energy signatures. There's unknown energy signatures.
Yep.
I did not mark that right. That's why I was confused. Neutral Powers Coalition NPC over here in yellow.
Yep. Question for you.
Yes.
How big is the Wolf Pack?
So the Wolf Pack is a full-on battalion, in terms of, they're a legion. If you're talking about the presence at Ilum, you don't know that. You don't know what's there.
If I remember correctly, after reinforcing at Kammino, I believe we had planned to send 2 CR-70s to back up Ahsoka, right?
I believe so.
I believe you guys mentioned it. That does sound familiar.
Yeah. I just remembered that myself.
Okay.
Oh.
So
it's been so freaking long since we played.
Alrighty. Any other Q&A moments?
Is there any chance that we could get a full heal?
That would be at Kammino. They would have back the tanks there.
I mean, we're on a ship, right? It doesn't have proper medical facilities to do that?
It would, but also to an extent, it would take longer. By the time you get the Kammino, you'll mostly be healed.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
It takes a week to get there, right? Would we be good with strain at least? Like
by the time you reach Kammino, your strain would be all but non-existent. Let me look at each character sheet.
The reason why I'm asking is because I'm 16 out of 17 strain.
Yeah, so Sanddog would be fine on strain. Thunder, you'd be down to like 2 at most by the time you got there. Swagger, you have you'd have 0 strain.
Right, but I have
so would my brother.
My wounds though.
So in terms of using, so the back to tanks inside of an acclimator assault ship aren't very existent. It's not a Venatur. The medical facilities in an acclimator are more of like a first aid station, Swagger.
Okay.
A more advanced.
Would that be the case? Would that be the case on something like my acclimator, where it's it's a flagship for a task force, basically?
So, considering yours is a specialty flag, would have been able to be modified during the 2 years time skip. I'm going to say you have more like a field surgery station. So the problem is of acclimators is what their intended purpose was. They're essentially a gigantic version of the LAAT.
Yeah, I know. So they're meant for transporting battalions of clones to and from the surface, primarily.
And carrying vehicles like the ATTE and such.
Well, when I say carrying a battalion of clones, I mean carrying a battalion of clones and their support.
Fair enough.
All of their support stuff.
Yeah. So it's more of a giant cargo ship, but militarized cargo ship, Swagger.
Mm-hmm.
So think like the support ships in the Navy's carrier fleets.
Okay, carriers do have full-blown surgery areas.
Well, this is okay.
That.
So let me put it this way: a Venatur is the Galactic Republic's version of the USS, like any of the United States Navy's carriers, super carriers. This is an acclimator. This is more like at most a frigate.
No, not a frigate. It is a marine, small.
Oh yeah,
got it.
The smaller carriers.
Yeah, the little Marine Corps ones.
The amphibs, got it.
Yeah, it's more like the amphibs. So it has some.
What do you mean by amphibs?
Amphibious assault vehicles. Your LPDs, your LHAs.
No, the bigger one.
No,
so like
there's you've got your super carriers. And I know the Marines have a carrier of their own, specifically
it's a helicopter carrier that has a bunch of capabilities.
It's only VTOL, right?
That's what I'm talking about. It's an LHA.
Yeah. LHA, okay.
So, but yeah, it does have some stuff, Swagger. But in Star Wars lore, it's not anything. It's about 1/10 of what a Venator would have.
Okay.
So
it's more like an LHA than a super carrier. The acclimator, or not the acclimators, the Venaturs are more the super carriers of the Star Wars universe.
Okay, so Thunder, do me a favor because I'm going to start moving us along.
Now, give me 1 second, Swagger. I understand. I'm pretty sure you're thinking LHAs have their own medical facilities as well. And so do. Yep. And so do acclimators. However, they are not as
good.
They're more like a standard you like a standard surgery room versus one with a Bacta tank.
Yeah. So, Thunder, roll me a chance dive.
Uh-oh. Right out of the gate.
That's right.
Goddamn.
Oh no!
Right.
So this is a determination of what character sheet. This is a events thing for Thunder's progression. It just determines what she bumps into first when you hit Kammino. This is nothing bad.
What's red and what's blue?
That's for me to find. That's for me to know. Don't worry about it. It's just, one is a astromech, one is a Padawan. I'm not specifying which.
Question for you.
Yes.
So, is the astromech? I ordered the astromech, didn't I?
Yes.
Which means that I
going
wouldn't have
AFK
had
for a
prior.
Sorry, what was that, Thunder?
I wouldn't have had prior experience with this specific astromech. That's right.
Ooh, red. Okay, good to know. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. What can we use? I am thinking.
Also, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, most Jedi understand most languages, right?
Yes. Binary, though, is a little more tough, though. Very few people in Star Wars, in general, know binary. It's a lot of tones and tonation and stuff like that. You would have to take some time to get to know your astromech before you can understand it.
Understand. Okay.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Considering the Acclimator is a specialty ship, in terms of it was repurposed and such, I'm going to roll a percentile here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 7 and 30. So, I'm going to go ahead and delete those. Everyone gets to recover. I'm going to have to go one by one just because the HP pools are a little bit different here. Swagger, take off 3 points from your damage, your wounds. Phoenix, take off 4 points from your wounds. Oh yeah, I forget. You don't know how to do that. There we go. Sandog.
He needs a repair bay.
Yeah, you need a repair bay, but Sandog's not even damaged right now.
I believe he lost one of his legs.
Yeah, he's gonna. That's a little bit different. That's
different, though.
Yeah, that's a different type of damage. And then Thunder.
Good question. Is the strain restored as well?
By the time you get to Kammino, it will be. So I'll take that off when you get there. Thunder, recover 4 of your damage. Because what I did is I rolled it. It gave me a really odd number. So I rounded up to 40% roughly of each of your guys' current damage thresholds. So, all right. So, are we good? Are we ready to start?
Yes.
All right. You guys were in the Osarian area. So it's going to take it. You guys kind of fly around. You're kind of drifting a bit. Okay.
So meaning we have a good amount of downtime, correct?
You got a little bit of downtime, yeah. You got about a week. We're going to actually go and introduce downtime stuff here, actually. Sandog, there is some limited repair capabilities in the engineering bay. So, if you wanted to do, like, a artificial leg, like a temporary leg for your droid, that would be an option. You'd have to do an engineering check.
Didn't we scrounge together a bunch of fucking commando
parts? We did.
After like an entire
he would
fucking
still
battalion?
need to do an engineering check to replace the leg, regardless.
Yeah.
That's just how that works. Thunder, we're gonna start with you. So downtime, like travel time and stuff, is a time to like enhance weaponry, equipment. If you're a droid, do basic repairs. Overall, just non-combat related tasks that could help you in combat. So we're gonna start with Thunder. Thunder has the talking stick. Thunder, what will you be doing in your downtime?
You know what? Primarily just hanging out with clones.
You just vibing. All right.
Just hanging out with clones, getting to know them, getting to, interact with them,
okay.
which is a huge thing, in my opinion.
Yeah. Thunder. Give me a vibe check with a chance die. Blue is good. Red is comical. Vibe check.
Okay. Vibe check. At least it's not bad.
Red means you get hazed.
That sounds like an excellent career move. Let's haze
all right. So the Jedi passes the vibe check. Thunder, just describe what you're doing that made you pass the vibe check with the clones.
I'm just sitting around talking to them, getting to know them, learning different, learning names, chosen names. Learning especially my upper echelon, but also slowly going down and learning even private,
trooper and stuff. Yeah.
Trooper, even the fresh clones that were
even the shinies that are not so shiny now.
that are not so shiny now. I also go around and try to recognize some of the troopers from the last campaign and give them specific markings, Twi'lek markings.
Oh, okay. So as you're doing this
and stuff like that,
as you're kind of just meandering, you hear Cerberus come on the radio go, "Hey, General."
I just boot up my comm link. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, some of the brothers from the last mission, they're waking up in the med bay. If you want to go say hi to them.
Immediately make my way, but I don't run down there. I just meander down towards the medical room, still talking and stuff like that.
Brisk walk.
Yeah.
No, not even a brisk walk. Just talk.
Sorry.
I'm not in any rush. I just change my path so that I am directing towards the medical bay, but I don't stop what I'm doing. Meaning I'm still talking to different troopers and stuff like that.
Okay.
But instead of meandering without a destination, I now have a destination.
You're just meandering down to the med bay. Okay. So we'll come back to you in a little bit. Oh God. Okay, Sandog, I'll get to you in a minute. God damn it.
What?
He's DMing me in Steam. All right, Swagger. You have the talking stick. What is your character doing in your downtime?
Well, first I'm going to get myself a cup of Star Wars equivalent coffee because I know that they've got it.
Literally, as far as I'm aware, it's just coffee. As far as I'm aware.
Then I'm going to do some maintenance on my Z6 arm.
Okay. Swagger, what kind of maintenance? Just generic maintenance, or are you trying to tune it up somehow?
Well, I might check the timing, just doing a general assessment to see how it's going, how it's functioning type shit.
Okay. Make
sure it's good for the next combat.
Go ahead and give me a mechanics check with, I'm going to say 2 purple.
2 purple? Man, this fucking thing's attached to my arm. I should know it like the back of my head.
Yeah, but the angle. It's angles. Also,
okay, I take it off and swap it out with my other arm.
Okay. So Swagger, generally, it's just a basic. 2 is about average. Anyways, it's an average check. So, If someone has an equal or greater mechanics check, they can still do a skilled or an unskilled.
What is your mechanics?
2 yellow, 1 green. So that would be a...
I could do unskilled.
Okay.
Which would remove... That would remove one of the die, right? One of the
But
purples,
it's...
or
You
no?
know what? It's,
No, that would be
it's
skilled.
fine.
Unskilled, actually no, unskilled would remove 1, and then skilled gives him a boost.
Yeah.
I know there's a few people like Phoenix and Sand who can do it, but
I don't think they're in the general area.
no, actually that would be fair.
And I'm not either,
Yeah,
so...
that's fair.
I would be, but the problem is I can't do either.
0 or 1 success, 0 advantage.
Okay, you managed to just you managed to find that the tuning's a tiny bit off, but nothing super like dangerously off. It just some of the gears are a little. They need some WD-40 to kind of get things back in line as well.
Nah, I'm getting that.
Some space D40.
No, I'm giving those gears some like fucking super lube.
Give it some hot tool.
Oh god!
No, there's actually like literally in real life there's a brand of lubricant called Super Lube. Okay. I'm not making this up.
There's a joke
you
there,
would
but
know.
I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
No, it's not a joke.
No,
like,
he's saying
I know
a joke could be made because of that, is what he's saying. All right.
100%.
Yeah. So, Swagger, you managed to succeed. You got the timing perfect. You managed to get the gears nice and lubricated. So much so that a B1 might even have a droid chasm, if it ever knew.
Hey, that means a Pinocchio might.
Yeah, who knows? If Pinocchio figured it out. That'd be a Sandok decision. Moving on. Phoenix. What are you doing in your downtime?
There's 2 things I'm going to be doing. First of all, maintenance on my gear.
What kind of maintenance? Are we talking like polishing and buffering, repairing things, modifying?
Repairing and general maintenance.
Okay, give me an engineering check with 2 purple. Average check.
Let's see. I don't see engineering.
It should be your hold up. I may have the mechanics. There it is.
Mechanics, yeah.
Do your mechanics. Engineering, mechanics, I mean, they're similar. Add your 2 purple.
Oh, shit.
There's 2 over. Yep. There's 2 right there. There you go.
Ah,
Need help?
I got it.
Okay, there we go.
Let's see. 3 success, 3 advantage.
Nice. Okay. You managed to get everything nice and looking nice and pristine. Your armor doesn't seem to really have any significant damage. It all was able to buff out.
What about my jetpack? Was I able to repair that?
That is its own mechanics check. Add another purple.
My gear in general.
I have to break that up because your jetpack's more advanced. Unless you wanted to have a 3 for everything. So for the
Okay, I'm gonna do another check then.
Add another purple.
Oh.
Jetpack's more complex. There you go.
Wow. Flat 4 success.
Hey, what's your jetpack strain? I forget. 3.
And by the way, it's at its max.
Yep. You were able to fully repair it. It's back down to 0. I'm just gonna do something real quick. There we go. Make that look a little better. Okay. What is that? Okay. Anything else, Phoenix?
I use a covert frequency to contact my family to see if I can manage to get some reinforcements for us.
Go ahead and give me a mechanics check with 1 red. What is that guitar noise?
It's me.
Oh, okay. I'm just confused.
It's literally me playing my guitar.
Sorry, ADHD brain goes burr.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm just sitting here on my good. I'm just.
That's fair.
Provide some slight background noise.
Thank you. It's fine. I just got confused.
I need a red. Oh, I didn't even know there was one right there.
Yeah, you had 2 over there along with 3 purples. You have pretty much all the dice in that corner. Okay. All advantage.
Slapped!
What?
So, you aren't able to secure a secret line.
Yeah, screw it. I could still secure a line, right?
You were able to secure a very open line. Like, anyone could probably tune in and hear kind of line. Or at least anyone on the ship.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay, add a purple.
Alright.
Okay, 3 success, 2 advantage. So
no, 4 success.
No, because
yeah.
The red. So what type of reinforcements? Now that you're able to secure a line, what type are you looking for?
Preferably things like Starfighter support and some of my Mandalorian family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and things are kind of tense over there in that area. So go ahead and clear that roll. Give me a negotiation check, and I'll come back to you in a little bit. Just roll that negotiation check. I'll look at it.
Any modifications to it?
Just a single purple. It's your own family. It shouldn't be too hard to ask for help. Sandog.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
I just
Add a purple. What is Pinocchio up to in his downtime?
Well, outside of weapon maintenance, just sort of helping Clone Trooper Blight accomplish his daily tasks.
So you're not gonna replace your leg?
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Not much of a help when you're missing a leg. Okay.
Again, we haven't played for so long, I completely forgot about that.
Also, side note, Phoenix, yeah, you don't succeed.
Yeah, try again.
Out of purple.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I guess I'm gonna make a mechanics roll to fix that damn leg.
Yep. Give it 3 purple for me, please. Considering you would have to use one of your arms to balance on something.
Let's see.
Stand
1
by.
success, 2 advantage.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Oh.
Stand by. I'll get back to you in a second, Phoenix. What'd you get, Sand?
2 of the purples came up blank.
Okay.
1 failure, 1 success, 2 advantage.
1 success, 2 advantage, 1 failure. So 2
Yep.
advantage.
Yeah.
You fall. You fail to maintain balance and fall on your side.
Damn it.
Wait,
Is there
does
a
that,
clone-
does that
is there-
initiate the
Break.
roulette? I'm sorry.
Phoenix, you don't have the
Is
talking stick. Sandog, go.
Is there a clone next to me?
Yes.
Quick question.
Hold up, Phoenix.
I point to the clone and be like, I require your assistance.
Okay. Stand by, Sandog.
And I would like to...
Oh, Sandog, sorry, stand by. What, Phoenix?
Would falling technically count as hitting his head?
No. Because he
Okay.
hit his shoulder. Go ahead, Sandog.
I point to the clone and I ask for assistance.
The clone looks at you like, oh, that's a shocker. He kind of comes over and picks you up and puts you on like a mechanic's bench.
Thank you. And can I re-roll it?
Yep, added another purple.
Another... Like, 4 purple?
Yep, because every time you re-roll a roll, it goes up with one.
You add a purple.
You add a purple.
This is bullshit.
I did
I
it to
failed.
Phoenix, and I've done it to everyone else.
I know I said it's bullshit, but I failed.
I'll get back to you in a minute or two. All right. So, at this point, a general announcement comes on that they are the fleet is within 2 days of travel from Kammino. So, you guys are roughly around the Ryloth star system. Between Titaline and Ryloth is roughly where you guys are. That being said, Sandog, the engineer walks in and sees you struggling and kind of has a chuckle. But after a few minutes of being amused, the engineer decides to come help you.
Okay, you want me to re-roll?
Stand by. I'll be rolling for the engineer, actually. Difficulty of 3. All right. The engineer manages to succeed. However, he unfortunately deals you 1 strain in the process due to having to fiddle with commando wiring. It's not his specialty. But otherwise, your leg is now functional.
Okay.
Let's be quite honest. By the time you get to Kammino, you'll be back to 0 strain. So, all right, Thunder. You by now have managed to reach the med bay.
I basically just check on the any clones inside, as well as see if I recognize any clones.
Okay. Roll me a chance die. Red as you do recognize anyone, blue as you don't, by the way.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, what I mean by recognize is just even if I don't know their name, would I recognize what they were doing when they got injured?
Okay. Blue
Is what I meant.
Okay, sorry. Okay, you do vaguely recognize a few, but you're not 100% sure as a result of the blue is what I'm going to say.
Okay. To those who I vaguely think I remember, I go up to them and go, "What were you doing when you got injured?"
Okay, stand by. Phoenix, go ahead and... Yep, okay. Yeah, I'll come back to you when you get back. All right, sorry, the dog's getting anxious, so my brother's gonna take him out front. Okay, so the few clones that you kind of vaguely recognize, you walk up to one who seems to have like almost I don't know how to describe it. It's a loft cat painted, like a pink loft cat on his shoulder.
Okay.
As you are asking him what he was doing, he starts to talk about. I was getting distracted there. Okay, so he's talking to you. He's saying that he was helping the EOD teams pop off some. God, what was it? Essentially, he was pulling security for explosive demo troopers in order to prevent the CIS from self-destructing the station via manual means.
Okay. And I'm guessing you were injured from droid fire?
Affirmative. I got hit with a DSD sniper round straight to the chest. Missed my heart by a centimeter.
What is the Lothcat mean?
The Lothcat is he doesn't really have a particular meaning. He just likes Lothcats. So he put the Lothcat on his shoulder.
So that means he likes Mr. Middens.
If he saw Mr. Middens, he probably would.
Where he was shot, specifically where he was shot, I allow him to get to paint where his armor was shot the symbol for luck.
Okay. I'll have to look that up, but
I don't know it either,
yeah.
but
I'm just gonna
I'm just giving different, symbols and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Giving different,
No, I get it.
Because that is a lucky shot. That is a luck on his end.
Yeah, he
deserves that.
So close to instant death. So yeah, no, I understand. This kind of goes over a few times. There's a lot of similar injuries. You do notice in the way back there's a clone trooper who looks like he might be missing a leg.
I go up to him and check him over, basically.
Okay. Define check him over. Like, are you just looking to see what he looks like, or?
No, just looking to see what his injuries were.
Okay. You can see that
anything obvious.
Yeah. Well, obviously, he's missing the lower half of his left leg from just below the knee. He seems to have some severe burn scarring to his face. About a quarter of the upper right side of his face seems to have encountered severe burns. Everything else, though, you wouldn't be able to see without doing a medicine check or checking his charts.
I ask him, how did you get those injuries?
He goes, it's a little complicated. The face was from a droid droid. The leg was from a wrist rocket of a B2.
So you were in the thick of it?
Very much so, ma'am.
What markings do you already have on your armor?
So you can see some what looks to be ARC Trooper related markings on his helmet. Otherwise, his armor is not much different than most of the clones in your unit.
ARC Trooper, huh?
Yep.
If they can't regrow your leg with the Bacta, I'm ordering you to get a prosthetic because it would be a shame to lose you.
Understood,
That's
man.
First of all. Second of all, I want if I'm allowing you to add the symbol for bravery on one of your shoulders and the symbol for valor on the other.
Okay. He nods.
Or knee pads, whichever you would prefer, either shoulder pads or knee pads.
He nods, and it's clear that he appreciates the gesture quite greatly. In terms of all the other ones, it's a lot of just stock and file, casual, not casual, your average day encounters of a med bay. Nothing else that really sticks out. Blaster bolt to a shoulder, or the basic default stuff that you would expect from a battlefield casualty triage area.
Yeah, and I don't really go for very unless the story compels me, I don't give out many other symbols.
Makes sense.
But the heart, inches from the heart, that one story compelled me. Especially since it was a DSD. As well as
the knee and face.
Knee and face, yep.
That poor ARC trooper got just had a really bad day.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I do believe that he should get a full prosthetic as well, and I would gladly pay for it myself.
To be fair, your character would know that Bacta is unable to grow a limb.
Is it?
Yeah,
it is
not capable. It will heal.
The reason why I said that. The reason why I said that is because I couldn't remember the lore out of character. Whether or not they could grow.
What Bacta does is it accelerates the natural healing process.
Pretty much.
Because your body is
true.
That's the reason why it was unable to restore Darth Vader.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Swagger, any last minute kind of tinkering or anything your character wants to do in the last day of your downtime?
I might check up on my prosthetic arm.
Okay. How so?
Just make sure the servos are good on the limbs and fingers.
Okay, just give me a mechanics check. No difficulty. Just flat mechanics. Okay. Well, yep, everything's looking top-notch. Everything's looking quite pristine, even. It almost looks like you were probably almost born with this. Or at the very least, like it's been like this for your whole life. It is... And there's not really much that could be done to improve it right now.
Okay.
Anything else before I move on?
That should be it for me.
Alrighty. Phoenix! It's the last day before you all reach Kammino. Is there any last...
What was the result of my roll?
You weren't really able to get much from them. It seems that the council that has been established by Duchess Satine is currently drawing pretty much all the resources right now in preparation for what she believes to be an imminent invasion from the CIS.
Okay.
So
what was I able to get?
Nothing at the moment. You were unable to get any assistance because they have higher level priorities back on the home front. So is there anything else before I move on?
I'm going to basically go down to the cafeteria just to start blowing off steam with the clones.
Okay. Go roll your... we're going to do a vibe check. Get your chance die and roll on the table. Blue is you pass your check. Red is you get hazed by the clones.
You see, it makes more sense that I get hazed.
Oh, clones will haze anyone in this unit. They're very much like thunder.
Red.
Red? All right. Well, you're getting hazed. And they're hazing you pretty dang good, actually. The jump troopers are actually giving you some shit about your jetpack. So they're kind of taunting you, saying that at least their jump packs don't overheat and break down and will last a whole battle.
Yeah, but your jump packs don't come with a rock.
Jump trooper. We don't need that rocket. That's a one use anyways. Alright, moving on. Sendog, any last minute things before you guys arrive at Kammino?
Not really.
Not really? Alrighty. Alrighty. So
one thing that I also would like to arrange is for jetpack rocket to be delivered to Kammino.
I will talk. Yeah, we'll see about that because it's
okay.
I'm just gonna say you talk to the quartermaster of the acclimator, and they said they'll see what they can do.
Okay.
Suddenly, you all hear the ship-wide announcement system. Bing, boom. Attention all hands will be arriving at Kammino shortly within the hour. Please prepare the ship for docking sequences. That is all.
At that, I make my way back to the bridge.
Alrighty.
Same.
Okay, so Thunder Phoenix. Swagger, what are you going to do?
I mean, there's not really anything I can do. I'm not really involved with mooring the ship, so...
Okay. Sendog?
Just gonna be in a power down cycle.
Okay. Pinocchio's taking a nap.
Honestly, that's actually a really good idea, especially since we're going on to the clone homeworld.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, after a few hours...
You might be getting mistaken for an actual fucking...
Yeah, well...
Anyways.
Well, after an hour, the ship is now fully docked and moored. You guys can kind of hear the clones kind of... Some of them are going around urgently getting their various duties for when the ship comes into any port, really. No, the other ones are kind of just trying to stay out of the way. It's not their turn. It's not their shift, so they're just waiting for everything to get complete. After about another hour, the ship's announcement system comes on. Attention all hands. Those of you who have been authorized for shore leave are now free to leave at this time. Security teams, man your security stations. Skeleton crews are authorized on the night shift. All other personnel, as you were. Dun, dun. Alrighty. Thunder, what is your character gonna go up to now that everything's all settled down?
I leave, obviously leave the acclimator, and check in with the docking master.
Ah, okay. So you see a clone. It looks to be some kind of sergeant or sergeant major. You're not 100% sure. The Kammino security force, they're a little more unique in their marking systems. But you see he's standing at the terminal, controlling the docking bay that you're in.
Mm-hmm. I go up to him and go, hello. I am looking for my Padawan, I would assume.
Jedi General Venatur, welcome back to Kammino. It's been a while since your last visit, according to our documents. Yes, your Padawan...
That it has. I said that it has.
He nods. As for your Padawan, she has yet to arrive. Her ship got delayed. They got rerouted due to information of the interdiction mines that were placed around in the general vicinity of the star lanes. Also along with the unknown energy signatures near the core worlds, they had to take a more indirect pathway. She will be here by the end of your visit.
I nod at that. And what of my reinforcements? The things I had asked for, not only manpower, but also equipment.
So, as is per proper standard procedures of the Kamminoan security force and all other clone facilities, we will be restocking, resupplying, and rearming any and all of your ships and vehicles at this time. Any repairs will be handled here. As for your reinforcements of your clones, they will be getting their final briefing orders now before they are transferred over to your legion. We also have gotten word that there is I forget which of the Jedi Starfighters you selected.
It was 2 of the frick, hold on.
I want to say Deltas, but I feel like that's wrong.
I don't think so.
Especially because we're in early war.
To be fair, the Delta would be early war.
It would be early war.
But we're also midway, almost midway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I asked for the Edit 2s. I asked for... No, actually, hold on. I think I asked for an Edit 2 and a Delta.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it in the
each.
DMs right now.
I don't know if I sent that to you.
It might have been in a VC. Yeah. So
no, it would have been. Oh no! I know what it would have been. It would have been under like a Hold on. Here we go. It's okay. I found it.
Okay.
Let me reply to myself.
Yep, I will just wait until that's done. I'm watching. Yep, okay, I see it. All right. Yeah, I forgot you made an actual form.
I made an actual material requisition
I
form.
knew there was something. Like, he goes, yes, so your Eta 2 and your Delta 7B starfighters that you have requested are in Hangar Bay number 19 Alpha. There's also the matter of the astromechs. Unfortunately, the first one is already here. The second one will be arriving a little bit after your Padawan.
Second one?
Both starfighters come with astromechs, ma'am.
That's right.
However, your personal one that you requested is already here. The default one for the Delta 7B will be arriving shortly after your Padawan.
Thank you.
And just to remind you, that is Hangar Bay 17 Alpha. A as in Alpha. He looks to the... he goes, unless there's anything else, I need to speak with your commander.
I nod and walk... I would assume walk over to one of my pilot clones. And basically look... You said 17...
A as in Alpha.
It's Alpha, yeah.
Yep.
I basically just walk over to one of my clone clone pilots and go, hey, I've got 2 starfighters waiting in 17 Alpha. Could you go over and make sure they get put on to the acclimator, please?
He goes, what you said, Jedi starfighters, ma'am?
Yes, Jedi starfighters.
You see him take his helmet off, looking a little uncertain. Yeah.
You don't have to fly them. You don't have to fly them. I just want them transferred over to... they can be, I'm sure it wasn't Jedi that either flew them here, or I think it was probably the. No, actually.
They would have been
They
brought
were
on a
probably
cargo ship and transferred. However, once they're stationed in the hangar bay, the Jedi, the highest ranking Jedi of the responsible, needs to enter their clearance codes before I'm able to get access to them.
Fair. Well, would you be willing to walk with me? Because it is 2 starfighters.
Yeah, of course, ma'am.
And I walk over to 17 Alpha, put in my codes for both, and let him fly the Delta flyer. Yeah, the Delta, because that's the one for my Padawan.
Yep. Stand by. I'm looking for a certain sound effect. It's not the one. Aha! It's not exactly what I need, but it works. Here it is. Oh, that's so quiet.
It is so quiet.
Oh, why is that so quiet? As the hangar bay opens, you just hear the alarmed trill of an AR-7 astromech as it comes flying across the hangar bay and stopping right in front of you.
You must be R7X4, correct?
He replies with... where is it? There we go. That one sounds quiet.
It was still quiet for me, but okay. Alrighty. Well, we are going to go ahead and move these Jedi Starfighter over to the Acclimator. Do you mind helping our pilot friend here?
Okay, stand by. Where is it?
Thank you very much, R7.
Hey.
I say as I go to get into my Starfighter.
Alrighty. I would just turn game volume up. It seems to help a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little better. Alrighty. I'd recommend you all turn game volume up because the soundboard otherwise is going to be super quiet for you. That being said, Swagger! We're going to kind of migrate over to you. Now that everything's docked in and you've seen Venelane leave the ship and go handle her affairs, what will you be up to?
Yeah, what is there to do besides get like a fucking snack or... Well, you know what? I probably need to go check out medical anyways, just so I can get my wounds and strain taken care of.
So,
strain should be gone.
Yeah, strain should be gone by now. The only one who should have strain is Sandog, and that should be gone now.
But my medical.
Yeah, you definitely need to go get looked at. As you come off the ship, Swagger, you see a clone medic just... You see like a clone pointing at you, and the clone medic turns and immediately just locks eyes like a homing missile on an Su-72. Just...
He also sees me exit as well.
2 medics just lock onto you guys worse than the Sea Winds and that civilian airliner, Swagger.
Oh, so
I'm surprised I didn't get locked onto by a medic because, you know, my wounds are actually worse.
The medics weren't there yet. They were still arriving.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, shit. Perfect. I need to see you guys. I might be slightly injured.
Yeah, they kind of just look at you slightly, huh? I guess slightly is different for your race. They say clearly confused and just like, you know what? Screw it. Just roll with it.
I jokingly say, we're not as badly injured as our general.
You see the clone medics just kind of shake their heads like, let me guess, the general went off elsewhere.
Yes. Yep.
Thunder! I'm going to give you your most favorite roll. Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Immediately also boot up. So I also have. I'm gonna have fucking battle meditation going. Not because of. I'm not gonna be having this going because of this. I'm gonna say I have it going because of pilot in a
Jedi Starfighter.
In a Jedi Starfighter, and I'm just trying to help him out, basically.
That makes sense. But due to the area of effect, you would all be able to, and... Okay!
3 success, 3 advantage.
So, Thunder! As you're getting into your Starfighter, you're at a Starfighter, you notice there's a small trail of blood just going from the hangar bay all the way up to your Starfighter. And you see... You see a medic come flying down the hallway into the hangar bay.
Okay, I can only picture the fucking cloaker noises.
Can I roll another perception to see where the blood is coming from?
Yes.
Or would that be a medical roll?
You can give a perception check. It's an external wound. You would be able to see it.
Triumph.
Oh. Doesn't even really matter. This wasn't a hard check either. Jesus Christ. There it is.
And I'm saving it. I'm saving it.
Yep, you have to save
I'm saving it.
But you can only save it for your next roll. It's just reminder.
I know.
Okay, Thunder,
I know.
You look down and you see one of your old battle wounds had opened up, just below the ribs, like about an inch below your ribs, and like on the side. Like where your arm would almost rest, like that little gap between the front of your torso and where your elbow would be.
I look down. I go, fuck. I go ahead and just climb down for my Edda. I look over at the pilot. Please make sure both of these get transferred over. You can use R7 to help you out if you need it.
Hey, no.
I then look over the medic, just kind of slowly walk over while holding my side.
He kind of just...
Because I don't want to get blood on my Edda.
He kind of walks over. You see him pull one of those hovering stretchers out that really only needs one person. Come on, General, he says.
Do I really need the stretcher?
Protocol, he says.
God damn it. Fine. I say and I sit down on it. I don't lay down on it. Fuck that. I sit down on it. I sit cross-legged in the center of it.
Screw it. You can tell the clones are like, screw it. He just starts walking it over to the med bay. By the way, all of you who are outside the acclimator see them. You see Venilane sitting cross-legged on a stretcher going towards the med bay.
Holding my side as well, by the way.
I cover the visor of my helmet with my palm, just like.
You shut up.
Just really annoyed as heck. It's like,
glorious. I love it. Okay. Meanwhile,
I'll have you know, I didn't notice.
Meanwhile, Thunder, you do notice the whole time he's going until after he passes that one doorway, you do see the blood trail you left. And you see some poor clone mopping it up.
I look over to the clone and I go, sorry, I didn't notice.
He just goes, yeah, it could be worse. Could be Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, it could be. I was going to say it could be brother's blood.
That too. But that's still better than some of the messes I've seen on Taco Tuesday.
Oh god, don't talk to me about Tacos Tuesday. That shit still gets me sick.
Oh god.
Can I roll a chance die? Hold on. Can I roll a chance die?
I'm all for Let's see.
It's a chance die to see if I actually if on one of my previous one of my previous landings over the 2-year period if I got caught up in a Taco Tuesday event.
Fuck it. Blue you don't, red you do. Or did.
But it did. But I definitely... Would I see the aftermath of one, though?
Not today. Today is a Wednesday.
Not today. I'm not saying today. In one of my previous...
So, yes...
I'm talking in the past.
Yes, you would have seen the aftermath. And yes, you vividly recall this memory at the phrase Taco Tuesday.
Oh, God. But was I a part of one? I can't remember which one you said.
You did get caught up in one.
Damn it.
You vaguely remember going, "Oh, tacos! I could go for tacos," and ending up regretting it not much more than the next morning.
Anyways.
So, meanwhile, Swagger and Phoenix, are you two just gonna get on the stretchers too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So within 5 minutes, Thunder, you see Phoenix and
Severin.
I always forget how to say that. Severin get wheeled in as well.
No, question. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Question. Right side or left side?
Your left.
For me. Damn it.
Why?
Because I actually have scars now on my right side on my where you're talking about.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry. Medical necessary surgery.
Yeah.
Nothing. I wasn't threatened.
Yeah,
I know you're recording.
Yep.
This is why I'm saying that, because I know you're recording. I know all of you guys know.
Yep. Okay.
Medically necessary surgery,
Moving on.
not life-threatening.
All right. Sandog, are you still powered down?
Yes, until the new shinies come on and the new Padawan.
Okay. So
Basically until we leave.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So a few days, R&R, everyone is healed, no strain exists. So go ahead. Phoenix, I'll fix yours for you. There we go.
After I'm healed, I go to speak with the mercs, see if there's any Mandalorians among them.
Okay. Give me a perception check with a single purple.
Let's see. Triumph. Oh, dang it. I accidentally rolled again. Screw it. Let's just go with this.
Okay. One success, 2 advantage. You see a member of... I always forget the... House Eldar from Mandalore present. They are green with orange. Different color of green than the boba, but similar pattern. So,
are they? What is their disposition to my family?
You don't know, because politics back home are complex and are constantly evolving.
The last time I was there, what was their disposition?
Last time you were there, it was cordial at best. Things were still kind of tense at the time because the NPC was still forming.
I cautiously go up to introduce myself.
All right, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Volt of Clan Phoenix.
He kind of looks at you, kind of disinterested, but is trying to be polite. He goes, "What do you need?"
how is the training of the clones going?
Middle of the road. We don't get a lot of exceptional clones. We don't get any garbage clones because the Kamminoans don't let that last one happen. And if it does, they don't last very long.
I have an interesting question. I've noticed that the clones have similar features to us. However, there's no record of it. To my knowledge, there's no record of the donor. Do you have any idea who that is?
Nope. You're not the only one to ask, and unfortunately, the answer to that is it's classified.
Lovely. Considering the natural talent of the clones, I would guess it would be a bounty hunter. What are you?
Probably. But unknown, really. It could be a lot of things. You hear his comlink blip. He puts his helmet on and kind of starts wandering off.
It was nice chat.
He kind of just grunts as he starts to talk into like a private conversation. All right, Thunder, what are you up to?
Honestly, I actually go back to the acclimator and check in with the medical team responsible for integrating the shinies.
Okay. So, your medical team, they're going, yeah, it's going middle of the road. No one's giving us problems. A lot of questions, but they follow orders.
I nod at that. And what have you told them?
Standing orders. That's all we say. They just nod and carry on. All we tell them is it's your standing orders. They shut up real quick. They stop asking.
I nod at that. Good. Did we get any exceptional clones that we know of?
Well, there's just one squad that looks like their record is... They were just shy of being arcs. By like a slim margin. A few seconds on their trials.
I nod at that. Have them stationed under the arc in the medical bay. Have them put under his watch.
You see the medical officer kind of clipping through his thing. Yes, yes. Oh, speaking of which, we've managed to get him a proper prosthetic. Almost can't tell the difference, to be quite honest.
Good. It would truly be a shame to lose such talent.
Yeah, that's the benefit of being home, the clone officer says.
Yep. I'm assuming he's going to paint it in unit standard.
More than likely.
Good. Yeah. If any other clones, if that happens to any other clones, please forward their profile to me, where they lose a limb or something like that, may need a prosthetic. Please forward that to forward such dossiers to me, and I will look through them.
Officer kind of nods. I'll make sure to mention it in reports, and when applicable, I'll leave a link to their profile for you.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
And after that, I kind of just wander back to the bridge, checking in with various stations and just, making sure everything is tip-top and ship-shape. I also do the same. Before I get to the bridge, actually, I'm going to move over to the the CR70s. Check in with them as well. Check in with the command at the CR70s. Make sure they're doing okay as well.
Okay. Thunder. So before I move on, because I'm going to tell you this now. The CR70s, all is well on the Western Front. All quiet. Sorry. Not front. Do me a favor. Roll a percentile for me.
Oh God, I will need that. Actually, I have physical die. Are you okay if I roll physical die?
I'll let you roll both, but here's the in-game one.
Which would you rather me roll, I should say?
I would rather the in-game, just so I could see it myself, because this is kind of big. $60.
93. Holy shit.
Ooh. Thunder. So two things. I had three possibilities here. Option 1 was 1 through 25, being the Padawan just arrives early, nothing else. Option 2 was 26 through 50 was going to be, 26 through 60 was going to be that there's a new ship available for you. Option 3, both.
Oh.
What kind of new ship?
What I was gonna say, what new ship?
You're about to find out.
Thunder, oh God. Okay.
You hear as you return back to the bridge of the acclimator, you see Cerberus's face as he takes his helmet off. He goes, "What in the what?" He picks up a comm transmission. General, he says, clearly a little caught off guard.
Yes, Cerberus.
So, there's a Venatur without a Jedi, and it's a Jedi. It's the Jedi class.
A Venatur without a Jedi, but it's Jedi class.
Yeah, so to specify, there's the normal Venaturs, and then there's the Jedi.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, no, that was in game. That was in game.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That was in game. I'm confused as well. In game.
It turns out General Grievous killed the Jedi Master and his Padawan before they could get to Kammino.
Who was the general? If it's some like low grade, you don't have to say. But it still hurts. It's still gonna hurt my character either way.
So, you remember how I said in this it's loosely based off canon?
Yeah.
I'm a Gundi.
It's that one.
I'm a Gundi in his Padawan.
I'm a Gundi.
Imagundi, aka I'm gonna die.
You mean Kiadi-Mundi or
no? There was Imagundi. It was a joke Jedi. He and his unit, I forget what they were, but they had like a brown.
He didn't die on his Venator though. He didn't die on his Venator. He died alongside his commander.
I know. I'm slightly modifying. It's loosely based. He died before he could get to Kammino for his Venator in this world. And he had been assigned a Padawan. So.
Mm-hmm. Be right back, going AFK.
Copy.
I turn to Cerberus and I go, Ema? It was Ema?
Yes, ma'am. According to what I'm being told. Between his clones being overrun and General Grievous arriving to break his choke point that he created, it was too much. The worst part is wasn't just him and his Padawan. His entire battalion has been wiped.
That is such a freaking shame. He was a good Jedi. What's gonna happen with the Venator? Because I mean, they can't just. It's military. It's a major asset. It needs to be out there.
So that's why they're contacting us.
I'm gonna just say that. Wow.
No. Are they giving us the Venator?
Hold on. What, Phoenix?
I was just saying, while Thunder was doing his downtime, I was making my way to the Venator.
You don't know about the Venator. You don't know about it.
Not the Venator, the Acclimator.
Okay.
To the bridge.
Okay, that's different.
But by this point, I'm already there.
You're not really hearing this because they're in like the command portion that has been locked for privacy purposes, like security reasons.
Okay.
So they've got the
especially since we're on Skeleton Crew, they'd probably have it locked down for privacy reasons for the most part anyways, right?
The command portion would be on lockdown. Cerberus, when there's a Skeleton Crew, he keeps the command portion of the bridge under lock. You would have to have commander or general privileges in order to get past it. So
basically me.
You
would have to be with me.
Yeah.
You would have to be with me, and unfortunately we're both inside the bridge right now.
Yeah. Like, he can access the bridge, but, like, the command deck of the bridge, because there's a slight deviation. That area is under lock and key right now. For a variety of security reasons, to be quite frank. The security terminals there, the command terminals there, the conversation that's occurring, the amount of sensitive information in that single portion of the bridge is ludicrous, especially considering the nature of your Legion being a covert behind the lines group.
Yeah.
There's even like anything you can use to that extent is even there, accessible by the bridge. So it is severely under lock and key. Like, not even the Kammino security force can gain entry.
Yeah. By the way, also, I was gonna say as well, our X4 is with me as well. I'm trying to make sure to keep X4 with me as much as possible to gain, companionship with them.
Copy.
With
Understood.
them.
I mean, I kind of figured eventually that would become a thing, so not an issue.
Yeah, it's already becoming a thing.
Yeah,
by the
I
way.
figured
Just
by this point.
So. I thought I'd say something.
Okay, well, good to know.
Anyways, back to scene.
Yeah. It goes, yes, they're offering us the flagship. Considering the Kamminoans already know your Padawan is en route, they figured it might as well get used by Jedi, considering that training facilities on board were designed for Jedi. And you're the only Jedi on planet right now.
Do we gain the better question now is, do we gain the troops to properly man it? And would we gain more troops to properly man it and everything like that? Because between an acclimator and 4 CR-70s, there's not enough manpower to man all 6 ships. We don't have the manpower.
The crew and troops that were already assigned to it would just be reassigned to us, ma'am. They're already there, ready to be taken command of by a Jedi. They just don't have one.
Okay, they're not a skeleton crew, correct?
No, they're ready to go out and fight right now.
Good. Yes, we will accept it 100%. I was just worried because it was probably being brought here from the shipyards that it would be under a skeleton crew, correct? Or is that not normal?
It's been in orbit, though. It's been here waiting for Gundy to show up.
I knock on the security door.
He looks at you. Your Mando friend wants in.
Let him in.
You, Phoenix, you see the door hiss open.
I quickly slip in.
And just as you slip in, the door hisses shut. Clearly on a sensor.
I'm basically standing behind the command chair with my hands on the back of the command chair, kind of not looking. So I'm looking at the screen, like out the window, but I'm not looking. It's obvious I'm not looking out the window for something. I'm just looking out the window.
He goes, but yes, to continue what I was saying, ma'am, the only downside is they're all shinies. If you can even see that as a downside.
Honestly, I would replace some of the command staff. You would be there with me. You would be transferring a bunch of the more experienced troopers. We'd have to shuffle things around, but
like I said,
you know what?
Only downside.
Only downside.
He's clearly already predicted that's what you would be doing. That's why he's saying only downside. The only issue with that, though, ma'am, is our boys would have to get trained quickly on the weapon systems there. If we were to replace the actual gunnery crew officers.
There's also another issue.
Hold on.
Phoenix, you don't fully know what's going on. All you know is they're talking about shinies and replacing crews and stuff.
Or shuffling crews around and stuff. They're fully trained, right? They're fully trained on that system?
Yes, they just haven't experienced combat.
Then let them stay on that system. There would be no point in training them. Training not only them, but also our own guys. And Sandog just left.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, Sandog got bumped in AFK.
Continuing on. There's no point in trying to retrain guys in doing that. We can shuffle around some of the command staff and just have, a sergeant or someone stationed nearby to oversee these shinies. They're already trained in the systems. There's no point in shuffling the gunners around.
Alrighty, should I just tell them then that you want to take control?
Yes, tell them we would gladly take control of the Venatur. And by the way, I say that specifically.
Venatur?
Hold up. Let Thunder finish.
I said that. Well, actually, that proves my point.
Oh,
because I was going to say I say that out loud specifically, so that Phoenix knows exactly what we're talking about.
Well, the funny thing is, Cerberus would have said so. Mentioned Venatur anyways. Kammino in command. This is CC-1944 Cerberus. Be advised, my Jedi General has given us the green light to take full control of the Venatur class Star Destroyer. Send us clearance codes, routing, pathways, and I'll start shuffling our boys around as needed. All right. So, on that note,
I turn to Phoenix and go, were you going to ask something? You sound like you were about to say something.
There's one wrinkle that I don't think you two thought of. Your standing orders for the clones. That's going to be a lot of shinies in the med bay.
Oh, fuck.
Cerberus. Right. The med bays on a Venatur are far more advanced, far more equipped, and far larger.
Yes, but I don't think that they can handle a full Venatur's worth of clones needing to line up for the med bay.
So, first of all, we would put them in batches. Something we clones are used to, being in batches. Also, we have several med bays on each floor of a Venatur. There's at least two, aft and stern.
Not only that, but we could shift some of them. When we shift some of them to the Acclimator or the CR70s, we will use those med bays.
Although CR70s don't actually have a... they have like a medical droid in like a table. Like an operating table. That's literally all a CR70 has.
Yeah, but they
works.
can still... Medical droid can still remove the...
Yep. Oh, very much so. Yeah. So, it's... Cerberus just kind of looks at the Mandalorian like, you assume we aren't a military machine when we are a military machine, and we know how to handle large groups of people. He says, almost chastising. We have a week.
Will delay us a bit.
He just looks at you.
We're also still waiting for my Padawan, who, mind you, I only agreed to because it was Jedi Master Grandmaster Yoda who practically browbeated me into taking it.
Valid point.
Great for you, a Padawan would be. Take what you should.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also,
and I said that specifically because I know his stance on bringing children to the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically trying to make it so that I'm not as,
You're not the bad guy.
Yeah. I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just...
I didn't want this.
I got browbeated into this.
And Cerberus also points out we also need to do inventory. We need to double check the inventory of the Venatur. We've got time. We've got a lot of time. So
it's going to take time to shuffle everyone around, check the inventory, check the fuel, they've been in orbit for a while, so who knows how much fuel they've been using up there, how much supplies they have, who knows how much not only that, but look at all my ships. My ships are the unit standard. That ship probably doesn't have, or probably has the standard paint job of the
Republic Navy.
Yeah, the standard of the Republic Navy. That is going to change as soon as I take control. That's going to take time. It's all going to take time. We have the time.
And even if we don't, we can cycle things throughout our missions and our travel time. So,
the concern that I have is we may have time. Yoda and the Wolfpack may not.
That is very true. And again, just like Cerberus said, we can cycle them through, and we can cycle them either between missions or during a mission. The non-essential, especially since Venaturs cannot land on planetside. Venaturs cannot land on planetside. They have to stay in orbit. While we are planetside, while the Acclimator is planetside, while the CR70s are planetside, the Acclimator can stay up there in orbit, protecting us in orbit, as well as cycling through their shinies.
I have another question. Do we know what flight crews are on, or what kind of starfighters or bombers that Venatur is equipped with?
That again will happen when we take inventory. That all of that information will be found out when we take inventory. However, Cerberus has told me they are fully crewed and fully equipped to run a mission as of right now. That is going to be checked and verified by Cerberus and his team once we get over there.
Cerberus speaks up and goes, the standard issued flight deck, it comes with 4 wings of ARC 170s, 4 wings of YTB Y-wing bombers, and a variety of LAATs and other miscellaneous starships that are designed for more specific purposes, totaling up to 250 starships.
We might have to move a couple of those arc wings out, the arc wings out of there for since we are going to take since that's going to turn into our flagship, we will have to put our starfighters, the Jedi starfighters, on it.
They always have room for two Jedi starfighters, ma'am.
That is true. Jedi starfighters are tiny god.
I mean that, and it's a Jedi variant. It's technically has 248 starships on there right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So,
you have reserved parking.
Speaking of, yes. Speaking of, can we get a couple clones flying those over to correction. Can we currently get a couple lats, maybe 3 or 4 lats, to fly over there with command staff and everything like that, get a couple pilots, get a couple of experienced pilots over there as well, to fly my starships, the Jedi starfighters, over there to park, to have them over there.
Ba-dunk, 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 ba-dunk. Cerberus looks at you as he picks up an inbound call. Yes? Uh-huh. Understood. I'll inform the general. Click. Ma'am, it would appear your Padawan is arriving in system within the hour.
That was a lot sooner than was predicted.
They found some kind of gas anomaly that ended up being a shortcut. I don't think they took a shortcut essentially through Bothan space, is what I was hearing, but
probably my Padawan suggesting it.
Maybe. I don't know the details. All I know is they were informing us she's gonna be here within the hour. Do you want me to have her sent to the Venatur?
No. Have her sent here for now. She's in system. Have her sent here to the acclimator for now. I figure it's going to take a while for us to set up the command crew in the Venatur. You and I will stay here in the acclimator until they are ready for us to move over there.
Understood. When they get in the system and they ask, I'll make sure that I put that as part of my coordination efforts. That being said, a week or two passes. Everything's been shuffled around. The crews are set up. Sendog is he back in the
making dinner.
Okay, he's making dinner.
He's making dinner right now.
Okay, copy.
I do talk once my Padawan does get into the acclimator, though. I do, and especially on the acclimator bridge, I assume that he has commander codes almost as soon as he gets onto the acclimator.
He's actually. It took him a little bit, but he's actually got sent down to the surface of Kammino in order to. Oh my god, this is a. I don't know why. Yeah, he's getting all his clearance codes and stuff set up. There's your sheet for the Padawan, by the way. Alrighty. I don't know why some of these are bigger. Did you give me?
You did. Okay. I specifically made the RX smaller than the. I specifically set them that way so that I could, on just quick scan, I could tell which one was which without having to read it.
Got it. Okay. After about a day, because getting all the paperwork and the actual generation of the codes and the actual security sticks that are used and the just bureaucratic portions of military procedures, your Padawan is now reporting for duty.
Okay. I would have thought that would have been done before the Padawan left Coruscant, but
the Kamminoans do things differently. This is canonically a thing. They also like to code things on a genetic level for certain things. So not having access to the Padawan means they can't lock things to his genetic code in certain ways. So, there's things that had to happen.
So, again, this is probably... Actually, no. So, the day after he arrives, I basically just send him right to the Kamminoans without leaving the acclimator to get his codes and stuff like that. Once he gets his codes and joins us on the bridge the day after, that is when I talk to him. Now, out of character, the Bothans are the lizard people that like to hunt.
No, that's Trandoshans.
Bothans are... Hold up.
Let's go over to our little species book over here.
Oh, I passed it. Bothans! They're the goat people. Oh,
that's
God.
Not a goat.
No, that's not. Hang on.
That's a Bothan. I don't know what that is.
That is a Bothan.
Yeah, I don't know what that animal is, but the hair made me think it was a goat for a second. But yeah, that's a Bothan. Until I started using this program, I didn't even know what they looked like.
They're basically political backstabbers.
Oh, so they're Italians.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, actually.
They're also really good at being spies.
Oh yeah, the Bothan spies. Yeah,
this information.
Yep.
Anyways,
tomfoolery and joking aside.
Then never mind. I was gonna see if. Well, first of all, I asked if I asked my Padawan if he was the one that suggested going through the gas cloud.
He kind of he definitely tries to dodge the question a little bit.
This is our first interaction as Master and Padawan, and you're already dodging my question. Did you or did you not make the suggestion to go through? You're not in trouble. Did you or did you not make the suggestion to go through the gas cloud?
I suggested a plan that was of similar origin. However, my counterpart of that Venatur decided that was what I was implying.
Wait, hold on. He came in on a Venatur?
Yes.
Who's Venatur? I'm doing this to you. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. Because you said counterpart, I would assume that means another Padawan, which means another Jedi Venatur.
I can't remember her master's name, but Barriss Offee was the Padawan.
Of course.
Luminara.
There we go.
Yeah, Luminara.
Master Luminara's picked me up because they were going this way anyways.
So Barriss Offee was the one who had suggested you made a suggestion to go through a similar area.
I suggested we take it off a not so well charted pathway to kind of be a shortcut. She came up with a gas cloud that led us into Bothan space.
I nod at that. Then you very much are not in trouble. Just be careful next time. That's all I ask.
Yes, Master, he says. He's clearly relieved that he's not going to get chewed out. He's clearly been around Yoda too much.
I'm just watching from the corner, just like, gee.
Yeah, by the way, the people you're thinking are Trandoshans, and they're up here in the top left corner of the red sector. They often kidnap Wookiees, actually, in
Well,
because they
yeah,
share
'cause
the
they're
same
so close
solar
to the
system.
Sheik.
Yeah, and use
'Cause,
them as
yeah,
hunting. Yeah, so
They actually take them to a different planet, not Trandosha. They take them to a third
planet in the system
planet
and
in the
let
system.
them loose, and then play the dangerous game, as the book is called.
Yep.
So, yeah. After a little bit of time, I'm just gonna kind of push it along since Sandog's in sleep mode in one of your ships, so it's not like he's gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
While
I just leave him on the acclimator, actually.
Okay.
I don't even bring him onto the Venator. I just leave him on the acclimator.
I
But I also
told that
I make sure to have him be given
You could just
I would
stuff
say
my character
lieutenant.
like a cargo crate and put him in the Venator.
No. I leave him on the acclimator, but I make sure to give him lieutenant codes.
Oh,
Not captain codes. Not captain codes, but lieutenant codes.
Interesting.
So he's he would be one spot below
Cerberus. Because Cerberus
No,
has
actually,
to
he would
take
be-
a demotion. Because you now
Oh yeah,
now have a Padawan.
he was a commander. Yes,
Yep.
That's right.
He
Then,
still has his commander codes just because that's a bitch and a half to. The Kamminons aren't going to bother. They've got more important things.
Yeah.
Plus, it's more of an asset
actually-
for them to have those for you.
I know it's a title change, but could we just leave it having him commander? Have both my Padawan and him commander?
If that's what you want to do, I can happily arrange that.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Leave him commander. Leave him. And still have the Padawan be a commander as well.
Yep.
And I explained it to my Padawan as experience above everything.
Cerberus
Experience
is
and
over there
force.
snickering in the corner.
The way I explain it is experience in the Force makes me a master. Experience in combat makes him a commander. You have neither. You may have a commander rank, but you will be second to Cerberus in commanding the clones until you gain experience. I want them to be able to follow Cerberus without confusion. And I am sorry, Padawan, but he or I can override your orders.
He just kind
Is that
of
fair?
He nods in agreement. It makes sense, is what all he says.
Thank you for understanding. However, because I left him a commander, now I can do this. Each of my other vessels, the head person is a captain, by the way. So each person who is head of that vessel is a captain. That is why I wanted to make Sandog a lieutenant so that he didn't gain command of the vessel, but I wanted him to be higher up.
Got it. Okay. Now
Because
it's
I
clicking
trust
into
him.
place.
Now it's clicking into place. I trust him, but I don't trust him that much.
Honestly, fair.
To be honest, too, later on, I might make Swagger a captain. Might.
Navy boy has
Are
an
we
option.
talking naval captain or other branches captain? Because there's a complete difference.
Excellent question.
It depends.
It-
An excellent
Oh
question.
my
Next
God.
question.
Excellent question. Next question, because the most government answer exists for this. It depends.
It depends.
Oh God, I love that phrase. Okay. At this point in time,
I take Venelane aside and say, we need to properly prep your Padawan for the type of combat we're going to be in. Because
trust me, that is part of the plan. That is going to happen.
So I'm
was
hearing
always a part of the plan.
Sandog haze the Padawan.
No. No.
It's the Padawan!
The Patty
No.
One.
So the plan actually between me and the Padawan for the 2 weeks that things happened, the shuffling happened, the inventory taking, all of that, for the 2 weeks, I pull aside the ARC Trooper squad.
Ooh.
That ARC Trooper with the potential ARC Trooper squad. I pull them and have them help me train my Padawan, as well as for the 2 weeks, as well as the Mando, to help me train the Padawan up to a standard that I am okay with. They don't need to fight them solo. They just need to hold off long enough on a battlefield for help. Which means he needs to be able to defend himself for at least 15 seconds without taking any shots.
Oh boy, so what I'm hearing is clones rally up and start shooting stun rounds.
Exactly. And that is
Basically pulling in Anakin.
That's
Yeah,
pretty much.
Pretty much. Anakin.
Well, actually, not just an Anakin. Not just an Anakin. That is actually a standard practice.
Oh, okay.
Because that also happens in Jedi Survivor. If you think about it, that also happens there. Like, he actually gets, shot multiple times. He gets shot with live rounds.
Yeah.
He doesn't get shot with stun rounds. That man gets shot with live rounds.
Yeah,
that kid
that was
shot with live rounds.
Okay, moving on. So a few weeks have gone by. Everything's in order. The inventories are matching up with what they're supposed to be. All the clones are getting a little anxious because they don't know how long Ilum's going to hold. It's not a military world by any means.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the group going to do?
As soon as we get all that packed up and get it all done, as the second we get the confirmation that everything is good to go, we book it to Ilum, except all 4 of the CR-70s, to which I send to Ahsoka.
Oh, we're sending all the CR-70s to Ren. Okay.
Yes, because now that we have a Venator, there's no reason to keep 2 of the CR-70s with the Acclimator.
Fair enough. I'm just going to do something real quick on the map. I'm just going to... Oh, no.
What?
Why do I... Oh, I hear DM noises.
Did you send me something, Sand?
He sent me something. So, Thunder...
What did he send you?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet, because I'm over here trying to... Now I'm trying to delete something. There we go. I'm just putting those 4 green dots in a diamond there over Rin for my notes.
Really quick. We started this at 3:30, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
3:30 my time. Sorry.
Yes.
5:30. It is now 5:30. We have been doing prep work for 2 hours.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Yes, let's continue to Ilum.
Yes.
Let's continue to Ilum.
So, after about 3 weeks of travel, because you're going hyperspace all at multiple different routes.
Before that,
yes,
I get together with my Padawan, and using the Force, while we travel, find any side, like any shortcuts using the Force.
Oh, interesting.
Would that
give me I'm trying to think what I could improvise here because we don't have the Force and Destiny. Give me let's go with a coordination check paired with a singular Force die.
As well as 2 boost die, by the way.
Yep. because you're force battle. I'm not calculating that. That's your job to figure out whether or not you have it. Because
oh, fuck.
Okay, roll the force die. Take one strain.
Yep.
You don't really find anything. At least
Do I take one strain for myself or both?
Both. Because you're both involved. Mm-hmm. All right. Do you want to try again? You can add a difficulty die. You only get one retry, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope,
What?
never mind. I'm not even going to try to roll the fucking force die. Actually, you know what? If I get 2 white die, does that change anything?
I'll let you remove a strain if you get 2 white.
Fuck.
Okay. Well,
That does
after
nothing.
3 weeks of travel and 2 points of strain for the Jedi and the Padawan, you guys arrive in the beginning of the Ilum sector. You are at the planet of Kildor. Just over here.
Okay.
This is where the hyperlane, minor hyperlane, leads out. Now your ship is calculating its actual final jump. After 2 days, where is it? Where is the thingy, my bob? That's not the one. Actually, I think that was the one.
Wait.
Actually, I'm going to use... Nah, never mind.
Wait, so I got a question.
Yep.
Has the Padawan met the droid yet?
Chance die that. Chance die.
Yep, go ahead. Roll a chance die.
Actually, no, no, you wouldn't have, because you're not on the same ship.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh.
But all of a sudden...
So I'm not with
and
the
we've
group?
been doing quick.
We've
been doing quick back to back.
The Venator.
Yeah, we're left on the acclimator while the rest of us went to the Venator.
Yep.
I mean, underway replenishment.
All right.
Oh shit.
Wait, what
I would have denied.
Okay.
I would have denied underway replenishment just to get to Ilum faster.
Yeah. All right. Well, while Sanok's reconnecting, every ship across your little fleet.
All 2 ships, yes.
Yeah, both ships. I keep forgetting that I just zoned out about the 4 over there. The alarm goes off. Suddenly, clones are scrambling to battle stations.
I obviously have battle meditation up.
Mm-hmm.
I turn to my Padawan. Be prepared. This is where the fun begins.
I'm already up to the bridge at this point.
Yeah, we're all up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you guys. I thought you guys were up there. At this point, Cerberus gets on the actual ship intercoms. All hands. General quarters, man your battle stations. We have sensor readings of CIS forces in orbit of Ilum. All hands, general quarters.
I turn to one of the many panel attendees, specifically the sensor officer.
Yep.
And I go, "What is on sensors?"
We've got at least 2 Maleficents and a Providence in orbit.
Are you fucking any allied ships?
A very, very battered Venator group that are fighting for their life. Which is...
If we could take the heat off of them...
Now, are we all on the Venator?
Nope, Sandzog's on the Acclimator.
Well, where's the Acclimator? Did it come with us?
Yes.
Yes, it came with us.
It's part of the battle group. By the way, a battle group of Venators is 3 Venators, by the way.
Yeah.
If we could take the heat off of those Venators, they could prove... We could consolidate a battle line.
As soon as we jump in, get our Venator towards the front of that battle group.
Yes, ma'am. Well, our starfighters are ready to launch the moment we get out of hyperspace.
Good.
I'd say launch them as soon as we get out.
That's the plan, Cerberus says, annoyed.
Thank you, Cerberus.
All right, everyone. If you can look over here between...
I was going to say, the Acclimator should hold its position in between the 3. I'm assuming they're in a V formation, correct?
They're going... yes, the 3 Venators are in a V.
Then the Acclimator should hold position in between in the middle of that V formation. Try to give the Acclimator's priority is support, not attack. That is what that is what our Venator is for now. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
All right.
As soon as we depart, all ships will launch. Doesn't matter what it is. Lat, starfighter, or bomber. All of them are launching and providing cover for the other 3 Venators.
Are you sure about that? Lats aren't exactly designed for this type of combat.
I know what I'm doing. I turn to Phoenix. I know what I'm doing. I've been at this for 2 years. You're a Mandalorian, I get that. I have been in command of this fleet for 2 years.
I'm just saying it's probably not good to bring a gunship to a starfighter battle.
And yet those gunships have proven their worth against vultures better than those gunships have proven their worth against vultures and other droid ships. In fact, each one of those Venators on the Acclimator has taken out at least 20. Each one of those Lats on the Acclimator has taken out 20 vulture droids by themselves. Each. And that is across the entire war. One of those is actually the same Lat that we were going with Speedy on. That same Lat has taken out hundreds of vulture droids by itself. Obviously, with support, obviously that is why I'm sending out fighters and bombers, because by itself the Lat is not entirely able to take on a swarm of vulture droids. But they prove their worth time and time again.
I'll take your word for that.
Thunder, I feel dumb. I found your requisition form in my GM notes category.
Oh my!
I feel dumb.
Nice.
Moving on. Nice. All right. Kiddos.
By the way, really quick, out of character, that 20-1 for the Lat versus Vulture Droid is actually in lore.
Yeah,
that is a lore accurate stat.
All right. So, everyone, take your attention to the middle of the board. This is a cheat sheet for space combat. Can
we not make this bigger?
You have to hit your left alt button. I have to zoom in personally, but to be quite frank, the things you guys need to be more concerned about is the maneuvers and actions. That's all you really need to be worried about, personally. Everything else, I'm kind of just figure out on my own, to be honest. Oh, and
so
maneuvers.
Question.
Yes.
Would my gunnery skill come into play here?
Yes. Gunnery for large weapon systems.
Yeah, I've got 3 levels in that.
So here's the thing. There's one of you is going to be the ship commander. Canonically, it would be Thunder's character. So whoever's the ship commander would be in charge of the maneuvers, such as angling and that the maneuvers category, and some of the actions that would fall under suit. The gunner would usually be whoever has the highest gunnery skill. I believe that might be Swagger.
Yeah.
3. Oh, Swagger and Phoenix are actually kind of tied. Gunnery would be Sandog.
What?
Oh, that's not good.
But he's in charge of the gunnery. He would be in charge of the gunnery for the acclimator.
Yeah.
Because he's on the acclimator.
Yeah.
But Sandog would be kind of de facto in charge of the entire thing of the acclimator. He's the only one on it.
And that's why I made him a lieutenant.
Yep. So
what you're saying is you put a semi-defective droid as the WEPS officer.
Yeah, pretty much of the acclimator specifically.
Where is the gunnery skill?
It's in the weapon area. It's going to be
combat. It's right under brawl.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
It's the second one.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Swagger is tied with you on that one.
Oh.
So here's the thing: the Venator speed is going to be 2. Its handling is a -3. Armor of 8.
Actually, sorry. I point to Swagger. And I tell him, go get in an arc.
Because of my piloting.
Because of your piloting. You're the only one with good space piloting.
Okay.
Also planetary. All right. Sure. I'll pop in.
The thing is, Phoenix has better planetary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this in the character sheets, but I'm gonna ping player. This is the stats for your Venator.
And where do I find the stats for the ARC 170?
Stand by. I will be. Funnily enough, actually, right there.
I would have you get in one of my ships, but I know how difficult canonically it is to fly if you're not a Jedi. So
yeah, ARC 170.
Gotta go AFK.
Yeah, he's gotta go take the talk over. The ARC 170 is actually on this cheat sheet, Swagger.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's actually the specs right there. I'm gonna try to find you an actual spec sheet though. Come here. Come here. Dog's being a dog. Okay, got a copy here. I'm gonna put this in here as well at Blair. There we
Hang
go.
on, let me grab my phone.
Yep. There's the actual sprint, the ARC 170 sheets in there.
good. It was actually difficult for me to read.
Yep. I'm
off of that. And actually, it's different between the two.
Weird.
Between the one you sent and the one on there.
Okay, well, I'm using that one just because it's easier to read.
Yeah, because the hit threshold is 18. The one on the cheat sheet is 12.
Thunder, I've got your Edit 2, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm not piloting it.
I know, but I'm going to place it in the character sheets anyways. Just so it's there. I'm also putting these in my GM notes in case it gets buried there. So.
Yep.
I'm not gonna bother with the Delta, to be honest.
Delta is practically the same, but slightly different, I think.
Yeah, it's not a big deal though. All right. So you guys got your organizations dealt with, though, right?
I'll be in an ARC 170, I guess. Eric and Thunder are going to be in the Venatur, and
Sans in the acclimator currently.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just.
Yes.
It's initiative though, so and I roll for you.
And you yeah.
You and Thunder are together anyways because you're her gunner. So.
Okay.
You and me are the only two that get boost die, right?
Technically, yes. Because you're the only two that are together.
Yep.
So.
I think Swagger should go first, and then me and Phoenix, and then the Acclimator.
And then my random AI starfighters and stuff. For the friendlies. Alright. Is that all good for you guys then?
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Alright.
So what do I need to roll?
So, first of all, Seppies.
Oh, right.
Because the Triumph. Of course I roll a Triumph on an initiative. God damn it. Alright. So, I'm just going to narrate what they're doing for the Separatists and the clones just to make it a little faster, if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Space battles are more cinematic set pieces for my AI. So, alright, so the Separatists are, as you come out of hyperspace, I'm going to start it like that. As you come out of hyperspace, you can see a few things going on here. First of all, obviously, all the fighters, all the clones are just scrambling their jets, and not jets, starfighters. They're scrambling all the starfighters. ARC 170s launch first, followed by the Y-wings, lastly with the LATs, and then any miscellaneous system, starships that have a weapon system go after. The bridge of the Venatur, which Thunder event before next session, I'll need a ship name for this and the Acclimator.
The Acclimator has a name.
I forget the name.
All of the ships have a name. I forget the name too.
Oh.
But I know I named them all.
Shoot
except for
names
the
to me in the DM later.
It was stated in the last episode, so if you go through the last episode,
yeah, I'll have
stated multiple times.
I'd have to go dig it. I guarantee you, if anyone's actually, I'm probably gonna get screamed at in the comment section at some point. Moving on. So,
or you could send me a link to the video and I'll dig through it.
Yeah, fair enough. The commanding officer, an admiral from the lead of the three Venaturs, starts to hail you guys.
I basically I point to the comms officer and I go, "This is Jedi General Venelane with reinforcements. We've got one singular Venator and a singular Acclimator. The Acclimator is prepared for support. It's preparing for support."
Oh, thank heavens! I was getting worried that no one was going to even have received us, let alone arrive in time.
I apologize for the late arrival. We were stuck in Kammino for a couple of weeks because we just received the Venator.
Understandable. Please, my two support Venators are heavily damaged. Weapon systems are practically non-existent anymore. Our starfighters for those two are practically all that's left. Those are severely depleted. We're at 80% casualties on starfighters as a whole. Severe hull breaches on multiple levels. Engineering and the bridge and the hangar bays are the only areas not breached on all three ships. Everywhere else, well, unless you're a clone, you can't safely navigate. Or a droid.
That is perfectly understandable. Just a heads up, on that acclimator, there is a commando droid. He is friendly. Do not shoot. He does have a rank as well. He is a lieutenant. Again, do not shoot him. His name is Pinocchio. He's he's defected from the CIS and joined our cause.
Understood. And very unorthodox, but he looks at your ship markings.
What do you
known.
Expect from the Misfits?
Hmm?
I said, what do you expect from the Misfits?
I was about to say that's about normal for your group.
Have we gotten a reputation?
Very much so. You don't really know what exactly it is, but you have one.
I would assume our reputation is for going behind enemy lines and jacking shit up.
Yes. However, your buddies have different reputations with different. It's a group by group thing. It's good of the Republic.
Do I hear any of this because I'm currently prepping the fighter?
No, you're in the.
Well, I'm not on. Okay, so I'm not on comms yet.
Not yet. And plus, it would be a bridge-to-bridge conversation, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. Just try to pull back as much as you can. The acclimator is going to be stationed in between the three of your Venators. It's going to be in the center of the formation, and I'm going to move our Venator to the front of the formation.
Understood. Be careful. There's some kind of prototype bomb their hyenas seem to be using.
Understood.
I swear to God, if it's a fucking Star Wars equivalent of an AIM-9X, I'm going to fucking shit bricks.
They have those.
They do. I just don't remember what they're called.
I don't either.
But that's... no comment. Okay, moving on.
Is there anything you can tell me about this new prototype weapon?
Well, suffice to say, once your shields get anywhere near a quarter of remaining, it's able to clearly penetrate them, punch holes straight through them in key locations. It seems to be able to course correct to unusual levels.
That does not sound like a standard munition.
Why do you think I assume it's a prototype?
No, I meant like not a standard munition. That might be a droid in and of itself.
Oh, that
I turned to my comms officer and I go, relay that information to all of the fighter pilots all the starfight. Let me say the correct words. Relay that all to all the the starfighters, and tell them priority 1 is protection of the Venators, all 4 of them, and priority 2 is taking out any bombers.
Understood, ma'am. You can kind of hear him transmitting all this information as it's going to all ships, including the starfighters, including their orders.
I'm assuming Admiral, correct?
Yes, he's an Admiral.
Admiral, I'm sorry I couldn't bring more to bear, as we only just got this one Venator. But if you could back us up as much as you possibly can, we will be your shield as much as we can. Get your ships back up into as operable as possible, and we will all succeed in this day. Those ships are going down.
Understood, and quite frankly, even one Venator is a boom. At this point,
Not only that, but a Jedi Venator as well.
You just see him smile. At this point, Thunder, roll me a perception check with 4 purple. God, I love that sound.
Fuck. 4 success, 5 threat.
Okay, that's spicy.
It is spicy.
It's very spicy. Thunder, due to your variety of missions deep behind enemy lines, you are able to recognize the wreckages of multiple massive threats from the CIS forces, including not 1, but 2 Lucre Hulks. One having been the battleship variant, one being the carrier variant. However, you can notice that there is quite a lot of Republic vessels that have also been destroyed. Variety of support vessels, several acclimators, and 2 other Venators.
I look around. Admiral, can you tell me what happened here?
Well, I don't got much to say at this point. You can see him kind of using a fire extinguisher. Long story short, we had a partial wave of reinforcements. They got obliterated pretty quickly. The Separatists showed up out of nowhere with a massive force.
I don't like the sound of that. Have you been able to get in contact with Grandmaster Yoda or the Wolfpack yet?
Negative. Anyone who went to the planet, we've lost comms. We were convinced that we were being completely jammed until you arrived.
Okay. Actually, hold on. Comms officer, did anyone receive anything after the first wave of reinforcements came in?
I'm sorry, can you elaborate, ma'am?
I'm pretty sure, obviously the first when there was first wave of reinforcements, their transmissions got out. Was there any transmissions received from Ilium after the first wave?
Stand by. You see him scurrying through transmission logs. Negative. He sounds off after about 3 minutes.
Admiral, I'm sorry to say you are being jammed, I believe. We were only coming in, I guess, to respond to the original transmission, and I'm glad we did.
You could hear him swearing under his breath.
I turn to the comms officer again. I need a name for you. That's going to be later. I need you to try to put out any transmission across all Republic channels out towards away from Ilium. Just trying to get in contact with anyone. See if we are being jammed.
Understood, ma'am. I'll spam every military channel I have access to.
Copy that. Specifically, try to reach the CR-70s primarily, because if we can reach them, then
we can reach
are not
anything.
being jammed. We can reach
assuming
anything.
that they're not being jammed.
Correct.
Alright.
Primary is the CR-70s. Secondary is trying to reach Kammino. Just trying to reach them.
Okay. He kind of nods. He just like he understands that last one is a bit of a tall order kind of look, but he goes, "Yes, ma'am."
Well, if he gets across to anyone, that'll be probably the miracle. But if he can get across to the CR-70, that's why I said primarily the CR-70s. But if just in case they are being jammed, try Kammino. If you can get at least someone on Kammino.
Okay, so long time. Let's get this party started. All right. Well, as you're having this conversation, a main battery barrage from the Providence-class dreadnought comes and hits the bridge's shields.
Do I notice it?
Oh, you would
obviously
notice it.
We notice it after the fact. Obviously, we notice it after the fact, but do we notice it beforehand? Like as it's coming towards us.
You got a 5 seconds warning from the radar officer. Incoming!
I basically duck down. I'm assuming others do as well.
Most of the clones are just in the little pits on either side of you, and so they're just bracing their computer. They're like,
well, me. What I mean by others, I mean like primarily me, Cerberus, my Padawan.
Yeah. They're bracing in some manner of method. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As the shots hit the shields, you feel a mighty bit of a shake. Shield officer starts off. 80% shields remaining.
I turn to my Padawan. I want you in the ready room.
Yes, master.
Basically, I'm assuming by ready room I mean the room directly behind, or with the map, right?
Yeah,
the hologram.
That would be the map room. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant by the ready room, by the way.
Yep. I kind of figured. But it's good enough. All right. That being said, start of the round. The Maleficent class cruisers, I believe they are, they're frigates. They start to really focus down on the Acclimator, actually. While the Providence class dreadnought starts to focus on the new Venatur. They start to unleash pretty much full broadsides as much as they can, including proton torpedoes. By the end of this massive volley of fire, the Acclimator and the Venator shields, respectively, the Venator is down to 75% shields.
I'm done.
And the Acclimator is down to 65% shielding. That being said, first player group, go ahead.
So that would be me, right?
You first, yep.
Alright, so what do I need to roll?
So,
because I'm in my starfighter with the clones.
First of all, you need to look at your maneuvers, because first is a maneuver, then it's an action. So,
alright, my maneuvers.
I know I hate the size of this sheet, to be honest. I wish it was bigger.
Alright, standard maneuvers. The fuck? It doesn't say, like, manage gear, aim what?
Aim, assist, guard, stance, interact with environment. Oh, those are non-combat. Up here are, sorry, these are your maneuvers up here. By the looks of it.
Alright, I will fly.
Okay.
/ drive. What's the closest? I guess I'll do speed 1.
Okay. So the closest group of starfighters, which is what the ARC 170 would be designed to deal with, would be a flight of hyena bombers. By the way, Swagger, you will be in part. The clone. There's a small. You have like 2 wingmen of other ARC 170s, by the way, who will follow your lead. So they're just gonna mimic you.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll take it at speed 2 then, because those bombers are high priority.
Okay. And then, so there's your maneuver. You're flying / driving towards them. What's your action gonna be?
Action. trying to think because these look like actual starships, not fighters.
Yeah, I mean you can aim for your in fire. You can evasive maneuvers. I'm just coming up with a few basic ones for starfighters, to be honest, because most of these are designed for actual ships like the Venator.
I mean, so how close am I to the nearest group now?
You're just entered engagement range, is what I'm going to say.
Okay, so I'm within range for the Arc 170s.
You're in range, yeah, for the main guns. The proton torpedoes, you are pretty much in range within, like, a minute after getting out of the Venator. Those things have ridiculous range. At least for starfighter combat.
Alright, well, I guess I will open fire on the first group of hyena bombers.
Alright.
What do I need to roll for that?
Roll me a... I'm going to say, because it's a starfighter, it's bigger than your normal thing. Give me gunnery skill.
I'm guessing that's going to be the layout on the range scale.
For the most part, yeah. I'll maneuver
it. 2 success, 2 advantage.
Red is swagger and other fighters.
Yep.
Black is enemy fighters. White is our ships.
Mm-hmm.
And purple is their ships.
Yep. I'm going to kind of maneuver this a bit. Because the thing is, this is for, like, infantry. So I get to maneuver it a bit. Extreme for infantry is engaged for flagships and stuff.
Well, I meant, like, I was going to scale it. It was supposed to be kind of scaled. I know it's for infantry, but it's kind of scaled.
I'm kind of maneuvering it. I'll figure... Okay. Sorry, Swagger. I got sidetracked. 2 advantage and 2 success.
And I was using the torpedo launchers.
Ooh, you're launching your... Okay. So your words. Proton torpedoes manage to...
They have a crit of 2.
Okay. Well, you're definitely critting. That's for dang sure. I'm just gonna have to narrate this now. Okay, so as you fire your proton torpedoes, one of them... wait, how many fire? 1 or 2?
I fired 2.
Okay. So both of your proton torpedoes, they soar through. One of them veers off course. However, it goes and hits a aiming module on the frigate.
Nice!
One of the Malevolents. Decreasing their accuracy by 25%. Also revealing to you, the Maleficent frigate has no shields right now.
I get it on comms, be like, hey, I just saw my missile impact the frigate. Target that fucker. Its shields are down.
At that point, everyone in the fleet...
Do I hear this?
Yes, both fleets hear this, and for the Republic.
And
Y-Wings. Send in the Y-Wings, primarily.
Yeah, wait for your turn, though.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Swagger.
Second missile, where'd that
land? That went right into a horde of hyenas. Multiple wings were coordinating and were converging on a group of smaller ships that were... No, sorry, not small ships. There are no small ships. They were clumping together. They were, like, rallying to go after the new Venator. And you managed to hit one of them in such a way that it blew up, sending shrapnel through several others, destroying most of them. Massive fragmentation. You all see
chain reaction.
Yep, massive chain reaction.
You good, Sandog?
He just fully I wonder if his computer crashed.
Maybe?
Swagger? Or maybe he was getting bored. Let me message. Please. Oh, He is completely offline.
Oh.
Ooh.
Computer?
Either computer or internet
Power.
down.
Or
power, yeah.
We'll kind of...
Oh, hang on. Getting a message.
Standing by.
Wi-Fi went out.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, just keep on keeping on, and
should someone play for Sandog, or
that's
should
up
we
to
have
you guys.
I'm not touching that.
Neither am I. That's a DM thing.
I mean, I can temporarily take control of the acclimator if you guys want me to.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you would have control of the acclimator anyways.
AI,
You would just have...
essentially. Okay. The clones, they're there.
Yeah.
Okay. I can temporarily take control until Sandog gets back.
Let's just see, Sandog has a malfunction and the clones have to take control.
Technical difficulties.
The droid is calculating and then froze. Calculator ceased to stop working. Moving on.
Pretty much.
Calculator has stopped responding.
Yes. Moving on. Swagger, you will also get one more maneuver if you wish to maneuver outwards or go... I'm just going to move it into stages here, because this apparently has 4. The third stage, I'm just going to say, is going to be a secondary maneuver, which would be like disengage or prepare yourself for the next attack.
Alright, well, I'm going to... What's the next set of vehicles near me? Because I'm going to try and get within range and keep on them.
There's a group of Tri-Fighters nearby.
Are those little fuckers that, like, shoot those little...
The little circular triangle ones that shoot 3...
Yeah.
They're the interceptors of the CIS.
Yep.
That tend to shoot also buzz droid missiles.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
yes. And the worst part is you can't tell. More often.
Would that be a later? Would that be a later?
No, it's not.
Buzz droids showed up middle of the middle. They weren't super. They became common towards the end of the war, but they were introduced in the middle of the war.
Okay.
So it's not likely, but it's possible right now.
It being Ilium,
yeah.
It being Ilum, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I guess I will try and move to intercept those.
Okay.
Speed 2.
Wonderful. All right. Thunder, I believe the Venator second?
Yes.
All right. What is your captain's maneuver going to be? Because you're in charge of the maneuvers.
I would recommend trying to take out the turbo lasers of the opponent's ships. Or actually try...
You're the gunner. Phoenix, you're the gunner.
That's a you decision.
That's a you decision.
Guns are your responsibility. You'll go next, though. You're next. She's the one controlling the maneuvering and making sure like shields and stuff are managed.
I maneuver at speed 2 to get to the front of the formation.
Okay.
And set it to, I don't know if I can do this. Do angle deflector shields so that it's so that all of my or most of my shields are towards the front.
I'll permit it. By the way, speed 2 is as fast as the Venator goes, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, its max speed is 2. So you're full burning it, but which makes sense considering the dire straits. It does make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, some of these actions are available to you, Thunder. Some of them aren't. Like damage control would be available to you.
Yep. I'm gonna scan the enemy.
Okay. What are you looking to find?
Which ones have their shields down?
So that would be the 2 Maleficents have their shields down.
Just the 2 frigates, not the...
The province
Dreadnought?
is still pretty tanky right now.
Okay. Okay, nope. I can't do that, because that is not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then well, since I didn't have to, since you just told me that I didn't have to roll, I'm assuming that's just a freebie, correct?
Yep, that's a freebie.
Okay.
Because that's mostly for, like, finding their strain, modifications, weapons, hull, trauma, which is HP.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend 2 advantages, you can also learn about their system strain and hull damage.
I do boost shields. And now, can I do it where it's not my mechanics, but a mechanics, like a ship's mechanics mechanic?
Since it's a crewed vessel, you can leverage Phoenix.
Well, no, I'm talking about because Phoenix is the gunner or
he
whatever right now.
He can technically roll for you on that front. It's a pooled thing.
I was wondering if one of the clone mechanics could roll.
I mean, yeah, they could.
I don't know who would actually have better mechanic skills.
That's what I was wondering, is who has better mechanics, a clone mechanic or...
In this situation, the clone would technically have would have a boost die, but has 1 less ability die. Because Phoenix has 2 proficiency, 1 ability. But the clone would have a boost die by default, just because this is their ship, this is where they live. They've been trained on this ship. So it's kind of a coin toss, whatever one you want.
Would battle meditation affect everyone on the ship?
Yes.
Okay. Then add 2 more boost die. I'm going to have a ship's mechanic do it. And I know Phoenix technically would have a better chance. But I'm going to just have a ship's mechanic.
Okay.
Do boosting, shield boosting.
2 success, 4 advantage.
3 boost die.
Alright. Now I'm looking over here. Where is it at? Boost shields.
Vehicle suffers 1 system strain and increases the defense of 1 defense zone by 1 until the beginning of the next turn.
Okay. So, your shields are definitely bolstered. So
Could be bolstered by 2 additional successes. Increases the duration by 1 round.
Yeah.
Per success. So it would be by 2 rounds, right? Because 1 success and then a
Yep. So you're gonna be a little tanky. She's a tanky ship.
That's kind of the plan. Is I'm gonna take most of the fucking fire from off of the
poor beaten up Venators behind
Venators. Yeah. I am Reinhardt coming in at the last second, putting up my shield.
You're the Riders of Rohan. More like it. Coming down the freaking
No, do you know have you seen the Reinhardt cinematic?
No.
Okay, in that cinematic, he comes in at the last possible second against a group of droids. There's basically there's 3 soldiers directly behind him in a full, like, huge wave of Omnics right in front of him. He comes in last second, blasting through a wall, activating his shield, while the 3 soldiers behind him retreat.
Makes sense.
So I figured that was a perfect analogy.
Fair enough. Okay. I just used the Rohan because that's common knowledge. But yeah. So your shields are effectively at 100, for lack of a better way to describe this. Anything before you pass it over to the gun deck?
Nope.
Alrighty, wonderful. Stage 2, Gunner!
I'm going for the frigate that did not take the missile.
Okay.
Is there 2 frigates, correct?
Yes, there's 2 Maleficents and 1 Providence.
I'm going for the one that did not take damage from the proton torpedo.
So, give me a gunnery check.
2 success.
One success, 4 advantage is what I see.
Holy crap. Well, that definitely
That's a crit.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Let me double check here.
Sorry, 1 success, 5 advantage is what I see.
Okay, weapon.
That's a guaranteed crit.
Yes.
4 port. Breach of 4, linked 1, slow firing 2. After crit 3, range long. Yep. I know the wings also have. Those are heavy proton torpedoes. Yeah. Okay. So you're using the turbo lasers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all see. And by the way, those are I cannot say it. The turbo lasers there have 8 freaking barrels per thing. By the way.
8 barrels per, and there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
On the upper side.
Uh-huh.
I think there's more on the underside too, if I'm not mistaken. There's
no, just the up. The lower side doesn't have the optical barrels. It has other stuff, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
If anything. That's 80.
But they're also staggered as well, so you can fire
from the side or the front. Directly front, you can fire fucking 80 fucking shots all at once.
Yeah, that's a full broadside.
Which, by the way, I pointed it directly at the enemy.
Yeah.
Specifically to try to take as much to lower my profile. 2, because I knew, because they were staggered and everything like that, they could fire all of them from the front. 3,
I feel bad for this Maleficent.
He's gonna die.
They're fucking clankers. They're seppies. I don't. You shouldn't either. Anyways.
I'm the DM. They're my toys.
I know.
Moving on. What was the third thing?
The third reason, I don't remember the third. I don't remember.
Oh. Well.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Oh. Okay,
well. Lost my train of thought.
Yep.
In the middle of saying it.
So as it's 80 rounds. Oh God. Go flying through space. A few of them clip the shielding of the Providence. Well, not a lot, like 2 or 3 rounds.
I thought that the shields weren't up for the Providences.
No, the
Maleficents.
Oh,
the frigates don't have shields. The Dreadnought does. That it doesn't save the Maleficent. You guys watch as Thunder. You can almost see it through the forest, just taunting you. As this B1 commander is going, oh no! What remained of that Maleficent is, in terms of combat capability, it's gone now. Did you see that?
I get on
frigate. It's gone now.
I get on
the frigate.
What frigate? I get on comms to specifically to Phoenix. Actually, no, I get on general comms. Good shot, boys. 1 frigate down, 1 to go.
Okay.
Then we could go for that frickin' dreadnought.
Now, Phoenix, you can use a target for your maneuver. You can do a targeting, so that way you don't have to.
Yeah.
This way you can just essentially quote unquote pre-fire.
I'm going to target the Maleficent cruiser that was damaged.
Oh god, that poor frigate's probably sweating. And those runs get sweat.
No, the Providence is the battle cruiser.
He said
no,
Maleficent,
battleship,
is what he said. Because there's still that one frigate.
The Maleficent the Maleficent cruiser that was damaged.
By Swagger's rogue torpedo.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now it would be
basically it's us stating you do not attack our acclimator. Fuck off. Target us.
The Munificent says, fuck you, and starts just absolutely unleashing a volley of heavy proton torpedoes.
Before that, AI. Clone
oh,
AI.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot about the Munificent and the Friend of Clones. Sorry. Got caught up in that one. Just wanted to say fuck you. So
too bad. We said it first. Anyway.
The Acclimator, under the command of a random clone captain who has not yet been named, the clone shoves the droid aside, like, get the fuck off my console. And they immediately start to target the full power of the Providence. Sorry, of the Acclimator at the Providence. Clearly not expecting the other Munificent to last until his next turn. The clone is like, I want to do something significant. You see. So here's the thing about Acclimators. They don't got a lot of weaponry. They got one heavy proton torpedo launcher and a bunch of quad turbo lasers. Not even heavy turbos. So he just unleashes everything he has on the Providence. You see, out of from its one launcher.
Providence?
Yes, the Providence is still intact. There was two Maleficents and a Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering why it's attacking the Providence, though.
Because it doesn't expect the Munificent to be much of a threat, considering it has no shields. It's trying to be helpful with the shields of the Providence.
Fair enough.
It wants to do something good. But yeah, you see 2 heavy proton torpedoes and a total of 10. No, sorry. Yeah, no, 10 standard turbo laser rounds slam into the Providence. It shakes a little bit, but it's clearly still got some shielding. That being said, clone pilots! Yay! Thunder in Swagger, because Phoenix wouldn't really see, he's in one of the command pits. You just see the clones going absolutely ham. Just tearing apart Tri-Fighters, Hyenas. They're ignoring the Vultures, because they're the least threatening of everything that's out there right now. Except for the Lats. The Lats are just like, hi, Vultures. Have some door gunners.
Food now.
You're my food now. Yeah. Nom 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 nom.
All you see, all anyone, if you're on the bridge, obviously no one else is on the bridge. Cerberus is, X4 is. I already sent my Padawan back, and this is kind of why. All of the command staff try not to look, as I am just grinning like a fucking maniac watching this battle take place.
Cerberus is in this corner doing Cerberus things. Just trying so hard not to really pay attention to you.
Oh, I know. There's a reason why I sent my fucking Padawan back. But the reason why I'm grinning so fucking madly is because I love watching my
Your clone boys.
My clone boys do their work.
All right. Well, after that,
it's rogues, right? My rogues.
Yep.
Yeah, my rogues.
Yeah.
The Misfits is the actual party.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but I love watching my rogues do their job.
After the Starfighters had their turn, because it was a heck of a clash. It was like Battle of Britain level of just absolute tomfoolery. Except it was more of an equal fight this time around, but that's a slightly different matter. The Lash are just having their own fun. By the way, Thunder, give me a perception check, just for funsies.
Oh God! I know who you're gonna have me take a look at. I think I know who you're gonna have me take a look at. Speaking of lats,
give me a second.
Yep.
For success to advantage. Also, that triumph. Because we forgot to use it on my previous ones.
Yep. Okay. You see Speedy.
I knew it.
Absolutely just smoking the competition with the other lap pilots. He's having his best day.
I knew it.
Speedy's just counting kills at this point. He's just racking them up.
He's probably juking them so hard that he's not only getting standard kills, he's getting fucking terrain kills as well in space.
Yeah. He's making them crash into other droids. Is the space version of a terrain kill. He's causing head-on collision kills, collateral damage. But Thunder, you see a group of hyena bombers chasing him. He makes a beeline straight for the Providence. At the last second, while full on impulse level 2, which is going over 900 kilometers an hour, by the way. Sorry, no, 1,200. Which is like, what, 800 miles an hour-ish?
So just a little above Mach 1.
Roughly around Mach 1, Mach 2, middle ground. Granted, that's in atmosphere. So he's probably going like Mach 3, almost 4 in space. He completely... Why did I freeze? Okay, there we go. He completely just pulls up. And what would have, if it wasn't for the fact that they're in space, would have given him like 10 G's maneuver. These flight of hyena bombers crash into the shields of the Providence at full speed.
By the way, that would still give him G-force, G-forces against his body. Just as a heads up, it would give him G-forces against his body.
It would if Star Wars actually calculated G-force.
True.
True. So, plus, I'm pretty sure clone pilot armor is rated for like
flight suits.
Yeah, they're better than what we could have. He probably could easily do a 6G maneuver without feeling anything with that armor setup. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
With some of the things I've seen in the Clone Wars TV show, in like heavy atmosphere worlds, 10Gs is more like 4Gs for us in the real world.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
moving on. But yeah, causing a chain reaction of their some of the prototype bombs. Speedy's getting credit for an assist on a dreadnought. I'm saying that now.
Yes, he is. I actually take a closer look. I'm gonna roll another perception, unless I can use this perception still. Unless I can use this perception using the triumph on Speedy, using this perception for this. Take a close look to see if the prototype went through the shields.
I'll allow it. So yes and no. No, in the sense that there's no shields remaining.
Oh.
So it possibly overpinned.
Very much so.
No. Oh.
It did. on the bridge. Speedy wasn't playing.
I get on the radio and specifically contact. I get on my comm, my personal comm, specifically contacting Speedy's lad.
You've reached Speedy Airlines. How can I help you, General?
You're getting the credit for that kill.
He goes, I was about to call you and say I'm claiming it.
You're getting the credit for the kill of the Providence. Holy shit.
He's that A-wing that took down the Executor from episode 6.
Except he didn't die
lived.
doing so.
He got to live.
He lived!
He's not...
I turned to the actually I don't turn to the comms officer. I turn to anyone. Please tell me someone got that on fucking recording.
You hear Cerberus goes, you know I monitor every camera this ship has. So,
please tell me you got Speedy. You got a video recording of Speedy doing that shit.
I'm already sending it to Kammino for the flight school program.
Okay.
There is no
Good
way
on
in
you,
hell that they're teaching
Save
that.
it for our save it.
Oh,
Also for it would make a good. Well, I was gonna say it would make a good PR stunt.
Ooh,
It would make
you're
for
right.
good
I
PR.
should send this straight to the Chancellor.
Maybe not high up, but send it up. Send it up command. Send it up like pretty high command.
Got it. I'm keeping the original for us. I'm only sending out copies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That way the fish heads can't just veto.
That being said, General, you know they have a backup bridge just like we do, right?
Fuck. True.
Granted,
they're probably not going to be as smart.
it's not going to be as
Without the
effective because their primary command staff just got wiped.
Wiped. Yep.
So, that being said, top of the round.
Probably just a bunch of B1s.
Top of the round.
I say as I say thank you, Speedy, as I disconnect.
Oh, you know this is going to go to Speedy's head. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
Oh, he's going to be hazing the rest of the pilots for the lats. Like, come on! You guys can't take on our Providence? That being said...
I turn to the comms officer. And I turn to the comms officer and I go, have the guys in the hangar prepare a nose art for Speedy. Because I know a lot of I'm talking about kill count. Specifically like what was it? World War II, how pilots would have their count.
One of
the tally marks, yes. However, that's usually done by the pilot. So
I didn't tell them to do it. I just told them to prepare like the stencils and shit. Or Speedy.
Oh, you know Speedy's been putting chalk down. He's been marking them up.
Oh no, this gets a full stencil. This gets a full stencil.
I see what you're saying.
It's a fucking Providence. Yeah, it's getting a full stencil.
Yeah. Moving on. What remains the Providence and the other Munificent turn their focus. Not the Speedy. They know they're too scared to mess with Speedy right now.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
They're just gonna target the home base.
Good. Let them come.
But their efforts are to mock you. They already know they're dead. So, Thunder, you're gonna hate me. They launch heavy proton torpedoes from the Munificents, and then quad heavy turbo laser rounds, striking the left rear.
Wait. You did say that the targeting for the munificence would be off.
It is damaged. You realize they have multiple backup systems, right?
Yeah.
It's a military.
However,
it is damaged. I also didn't specify for what system either.
You did say targeting systems, though.
But, okay. You realize there's multiple targeting systems for multiple weapon systems, right?
Oh.
Yes.
So it could have been the targeting pod for the guns or something else.
Yes. And it was the turbo lasers.
Oh, crud.
Thunder, you watch all these rounds whiz past your bridge. Like, deliberately missing you.
Shit.
This is a spite
They're targeting
attack.
the other vessels.
This is a spite attack. They target the left rear Venatur, which is, by the way, the most damaged. I'm letting this sink in.
Fuck you, Nelson. Fuck you, Nelson.
Well, hey, Thunder. Destiny? A Destiny point?
Swagger?
Yeah, sure.
Destiny point to have it miss. Or have it hit my ship instead.
Flip it. I can't stop you from flipping them. I can't stop you from flipping them.
However, you can veto what we do.
Yeah, I was kind of asking permission, Nelson.
No, go ahead and flip it.
You can veto. Okay.
Dab it, miss.
You're flipping one right away, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay.
You forget I can
What
do
does
that.
yours do?
It targets instead of targeting the most damage, it ended up the proton torpedoes. First of all, the turbo lasers do hit your shields. The two proton torpedoes hit the admiral's ship, though. Okay. So, fortunately, they did not blow up the admiral's ship.
Okay.
However,
I turned to the comms officer. Please ping the admiral. See if he's all right.
He answers like, "Oh my God, they hit the medical bay. Those bastards!
Wolfrock.
The whole medical wing has just been vented. Massive hull breaches."
Okay. Above table, there was something else there. He said, however.
That was the however.
Okay.
That was the however.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of clones now in space. Some of them were lucky because they had their helmets on. The other ones, they did.
I basically command the ops officer to
not your turn. The starfighters for the droids. They're going after Speedy.
The poor bastards.
the poor bastards.
There's a wing of tri-fighters that are actually chasing him right now. It's a Benny Hill thing.
Again, I refer to my previous statement.
Those poor bastards. He's probably playing the Benny Hill theme too. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you know he is. Speedy got a sense of humor. One of them though launches a unusual looking missile.
Fuck.
All you hear is, "What the hell is that?" from Speedy's comms. Speedy is now making a beeline for the hangar bay. He doesn't know what's going on, but he's reporting he's having multiple system failures on his lat.
Can I move to intercept the missile? Or at least try and attempt to shoot it down?
The missile itself was a buzz droid missile. It already opened and deployed its payload.
Oh, shit.
That's why he's reporting system failures.
Shit.
He doesn't know what these things are, though. All he knows is he's reporting there's a bunch of little droids all over my lat, and I'm losing systems.
If you kill Speedy, I'm going to be pissed.
Same. Yeah, no, same.
You kill Speedy! I will be pissed.
Not that easily.
What are you going to do? Rename the tavern?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, whose turn is it?
It is now your guys' turn.
I'm going to go first this time, which means, I'm sorry. I'm going to go first this time. Which means
third.
Yeah. Which means Swagger's third because Phoenix has to go after me.
Yep.
And yeah. I look at the comms officer and I go, get some lats to the Admiral's ship. Try to rescue as many clones from the medical wing as you can. And so that's the main comms officer. I'm assuming he has some assistance, especially
there's a whole comms section, Thunder. There's like 4 or 5 clones down there who are managing 20 to 30
when I say
different radio
main
frequencies.
comms guy, when I say the main comms guy, I'm pointing specifically at like the head. Well, yes, the officer, but also I'm assuming he's the lead. He's the lead comms guy, but also I'm assuming he's on a comms system, correct?
Yes.
I point to what I assume is his second. I go, I want some escorts for Speedy. I want him in the hangar yesterday. And then I put up the PA system. Security to the hangar now. Security to the hangar now.
The Insurper's tads on. It's also sent emergency crews down there. We got a pilot in danger. So as that's going, people are scurrying around now because they've got an inbound lat declaring an emergency. So, is that all for you, Thunder?
Hold
on. God damn it. You moved it on
me. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were looking at it. I was putting it in front of you to help.
Nelson, I have to log off because I have to be in work.
Copy.
Tomorrow.
Yep. We'll,
have a good night.
Yeah, the space combat was supposed to be the big thing anyway, so.
And it seems like it's wrapping up.
Yep, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Later, Swagger.
See ya.
What do I do? Fuck.
You've got your shields already up.
Yeah, and as best as I can. You know what? That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Phoenix?
I unleash hell on. Actually, good question. Can I target two different? Can I use two different? Can I target two different ships at once?
Negative. That's why I had to have both ships use two different weapon systems, by the way.
Ah.
Only one weapon system per ship at a time, per turn.
Okay. It's like out of fight.
Which we are really fucking good at.
Clearly.
Unleash hell on that Maleficent.
Oh, you're gonna finish off the poor Maleficent that launched its proton torpedoes?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and take a shot. But be aware your turbo lasers are technically on cooldown. But you also have, like, so many different guns on that thing. You got heavy proton torpedoes on the wings of the axe.
Yeah, that's not going for heavy proton torpedoes.
Oh,
Two success, 3, 4, 5. 2 success, 5 advantage.
Another freaking crit.
I was gonna say it's overkill regardless, but now that he's got a crit, yeah, there's nothing but shrapnel, like bits and like large chunks of strips of steel and pulverized droids just in space over Ilum from that Magnificent. Now it would
that's for the proton torpedoes, you pieces of garbage.
It clankers.
Clankers.
So at this point, most of the starfighters have already been mopped up to the point where point defense systems have pretty much cleared up that part of the field. So I'm just going to have Swaggers and the rest of the starfighters return to the Venator and their home ships.
So they could always finish off the Providence.
Well, the Y-Wings are the only, with a few ARC 170s, are the only things out right now.
Yeah.
Anything else is just excess.
Except for some lats as well, which I sent.
Well, those are on a mission, but that's a different matter.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there are no like. The reason why you're bringing them back is because there's no like fighters left.
Yeah.
No enemy fighters left.
No enemy starfighters. They've done their job. The only reason the Y-Wings and Lats have escorts is just in case the Providence has something in its hangar bay. So, protocol.
Yep.
That would now up Swagger's turn. Now it would be the Acclimator's turn. They just funnel their few systems they have that aren't on cooldown. Knock a few things out of mostly point defense systems because it's heavily armored. Obviously the starfighters are back, which puts it top of the round. The Providence is sitting here. What little of its command staff is starting to get a little nervous. The Providence actually maneuvers to go down a known hyperspace route.
It's retreating.
It's going to try, yeah. And it releases
It's not going to succeed.
A final volley of its heavy proton torpedoes. And it's targeting the Admiral's ship again.
Okay.
So, as the proton torpedoes fly, due to natural drift and the fact that all the engines are on for your ship, one of them hits your front of your ship's shielding. The other one completely just strays off into space. This was kind of a Hail Mary
that's going to hit somebody in 1,000 years.
Yeah, someone's going to have a bad day somewhere. That being said,
sometime
he fails to hyperspace. By the way, the Providence's hyperspace generator is broken.
The hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive, yep. Next turn.
Nice. I turn to. No, wait. We wouldn't get that report yet. Actually, I turn to. Cerberus, and I go. What were those things on Speedy's ship? Speedy's lat.
Unknown. I'm still trying to scurry the database here. We're barely getting imagery of them now.
Okay. How is everything look? How is Speedy's lat look, and how is the
Speedy's fine. Bruised, a few cuts from the crash landing in the hangar bay. The lat, on the other hand, it's gonna need it's totaled. It needs to be replaced.
Damn, he really liked that lat too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll definitely give a shell on the droids at a later date.
Yep, I'm sure.
Who knows? He might take down another Providence out of spite.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm assuming we kept him on comms because he's, the gunner and shit.
Yep.
Make sure we're lined up for a full barrage shot on this fucking thing.
Already done.
I want it disappeared out of my sight yesterday.
Providence. What Providence?
I want to be able to say that after this one fucking volley.
Glorious.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Phoenix.
I unleash everything.
Okay, well. All this. So, are you declaring a full broadside? Salvo.
Yes.
Okay, well, you better hope it destroys this. Because otherwise you got no guns next turn. Go ahead and roll your gunnery.
Well, crud.
Three advantage.
Well, I mean, he does get crits on the weapon systems because they all have 3 advantage for crits. So...
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, that thing is torn to shreds. It's torn in half like the Titanic.
Sorry. By the way, I forgot about this. I forgot about my Padawan. I was gonna have him come back in for the final bit.
Oh.
I only sent him back there because I was worried for his safety. But before the Providence got destroyed, I did ask him back in.
He just watches the Venatur just says, yeet! It blows the Providence in half.
I just started laughing.
The full broadside is just focus fired on the middle of that Providence, right where the hangar bay is.
I am gonna
take
roll
that,
something.
clankers.
I'm gonna roll something, and I'm not gonna tell you why until after I've rolled.
Oh no.
No. It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay. Trust me.
There we go. There's the sound effect I was looking for.
Okay, never mind. I am able to keep a straight face. Through the laughter, through the explosion, I am able to keep a straight face.
What were you rolling?
Cool. I just rolled a cool, and I got 4 success, 3 advantage.
Yeah, I'd say you were able to, yeah.
But the only reason why I made sure to keep a straight face is because my Padawan was out there.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, the Admiral had sent an after-action report in your direction. He's too busy tending to the actual crew, so he just... It's a pre-made one. It simply states that he has sustained 60% casualties. The ships are pretty much... They're going to be out of service for a while. If they can even get them back to, like, Kuwait or something. To get basic repairs to get them to Kuwait is another matter. So, these 3 Venaturs are just, for all intents and purposes, destroyed in name, but not much else.
Pretty much totaled.
Total means they can't be salvaged. They're just royally in a bad day. They're barely hyperspace worthy. And they're going to have to seal every bulkhead in order to do that. So...
I keep the acclimator in place and have the acclimator help with basic repairs, basically, of the 3 Venators, while my Venator moves forward to Ilum.
Okay. And that... sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if we try to contact Grandmaster Yoda.
I will save that for next session.
Yep.
Okay.
Just solely because half the group is gone.
Half the group is gone. Yep.
Give me a second. Alright, folks, unfortunately we're out of time. That's going to be the end of this episode. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. If love center at all. Now...